Beyond Pale Mountain, Legacy of Fire.
Who dat?
Maybe we should have just called it Beyond Pale Mountain. Anyways, the campaign is kind of shifting. If you've been following along, we were playing Pathfinder's Legacy of Fire, but we hit a rather large bump in the road when someone sold the scroll away.
I didn't sell it.
No
I
names
was
will be
put
spoken.
between a rock and a hard place, and I chose the rock.
Okay, that's
you
fine.
went wussification. It's
No,
okay. It's okay.
How was I supposed to know? I've never played the module before.
It's because Jeremy knows Affy's role playing so well that he was like, she can't resist a bag of holding.
That is incorrect. That is not the reason.
That is not incorrect.
That was Dungeon Master. That was Dungeon Master.
But that was not the reason why.
No.
No.
It softened the blow.
It made it easier to swallow, but it was not the reason why.
Let me, Tanya. Do you want a bag of holding? I hear it makes it easier to swallow.
My God, dude.
Then we got pulled off the air.
I think you need to turn on the sexual content warning too.
Yeah.
What?
There's a sexual content warning too.
There's a sexual content.
So we got taken off the air. We're now in a RICO trial in Georgia with George Bush.
Start playing some Barry Manilow and let's do this.
You mean Barry White?
No. Who did I mean?
Barry White.
What's Manilow's first name?
Barry.
His name is Barry as well, but you mean the Let's Get It On, right?
I don't know. Is that what I mean?
Yes.
Neither of them would work, like, as far as music
Barry Manilow,
style.
I thought, plays soft, jazzy.
Yeah, he does. He plays really chrono.
But he's got more, like, his voice is higher.
Well,
it's not
judge
as sexy.
my preference. Maybe I like that.
Maybe he likes the leisure suit wearing, like, big-haired kind of guy.
Why don't you just
so judgy?
Fuck to Michael Bublé then? Like,
I do.
Okay.
Bublé is a clean-cut guy. He likes a big hair guy that wears hair
I'm
like
down,
me.
I'm down for some Bublé love.
Have you ever heard him in an interview or live?
Michael Bublé?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's hysterical.
He's hilarious, and he's got the mouth of a sailor.
Yeah.
We're talking about hairdos. We're talking about hairdos.
Michael Bublé.
We're talking about hair? Like down there?
No, up here.
Listen, Ryan's trying to segue. Let Ryan segue.
Forget it, it's over. Move on.
No, segue, Ryan. Segue.
Segue, Ryan. Bullets another gutter, Ryan.
Speaking of Michael Bublé, if you'd like to get some awesome dice, visit CanadianDice.ca.
Yes.
Which has nothing to do with Michael Bublé.
That was not a segue.
That was a lifeline.
That was a shameless plug, is what that was.
Our sponsor, Canadian Dice, CanadianDice.ca for all your dice pleasures. There's also an adventure there written by, Ryan and myself. It was like, it's kind of like we came together and made a baby.
And it is a lot of fun.
And we call it Cirque du Solus, and you can buy that there too. And use the code OMRD for a 10% discount off your entire order.
I don't know about the baby talk, but it's a pretty good module.
Yeah.
If you want to see a live play of it, check out our YouTube over at the Bacteria. There is one up
the Bacteria. The Bacteria. The Bacteria.
Here's some of their lovely dice that I use regularly.
Are those mini dice?
No, these are their Ravager dice that they
Rampage.
Rampage that I ordered.
I like there should be a set of dice from Guardians, Ravager dice. That would be cool.
These are gorgeous. Well bound.
Ben needs help naming his dice.
Can we just rename all your dice?
Big numbers on them. You can read them, no problem when you roll, especially for old guys like me.
We have just laid out so much bullshit at the beginning of this show that I'm already getting an ad warning coming up, and we haven't even started playing.
Well, you can pause it.
Yeah, I'm gonna snooze it.
Mine's been broken. It hasn't let me snooze any ad.
Oh, well, I'm not sure it'll let me do it.
It comes up with a pop-up saying error, try again later, and then I try again. And
Anise is not with us tonight. We're down a player.
Saturday.
Yeah. When we left our adventurers, they had woken up in the village of Kelmaraine following a really violent storm And when they woke up, Kelmarain was no longer in the valley of one of the Katapesh valleys of the Brazen Peaks. It was no longer located there. It was sitting on a very sandy hill overlooking a dry riverbed as opposed to a flowing riverbed. And the characters have made the assumption that they're in Har'Akir again.
Well, shit.
As the 5 of you look about, you will also notice that Anise is not here.
And his friend Denise.
I don't know. I'm gonna try and track her, I guess.
So this is even though this is a desert, just like there's a desert in Katapesh where Kelmarain was, but like you immediately feel the heat differently here. The heat here is very oppressive and sort of stifling. And as you look from your residence, like sand sort of blows down the street in the wind. And it looks like the entire town of Kelmarain is intact. It's just not where it should be. There is no landmarks to see in any direction. Like if you go to your rooftop where the statue of Keplin is, there's no landmarks in any direction. There's just sand and sun.
I feel I want to immediately run outside and look to see for any ruby slippers or witches that we may have landed on top of.
Not me to share that, sorry.
You do not find any ruby slippers.
No witches? I'm
Yes.
just kidding. No.
Nothing like that. No.
I wouldn't dare. He wouldn't dare go outside because he hates the sun. So
He doesn't like the sun, and it
Yeah,
is oppressive
so-
sun. And if I remember correctly, the Bobby has never been to Har'Akir.
never been. He would be pretty freaked out right now.
Yeah.
Looking at everyone going, "What did you do?"
I'm gonna.
I'm looking at you, friend Shazzy. What
Was
did
it
you
us?
do?
Don't look at me. I didn't do shit.
You're the leader. What did you do?
I'm not the leader. We've had this discussion before. I am not leading nothing.
Well, it couldn't be the little smelly one. He points to Bilbo, the Bingo.
Bilbo.
And I know that
Bilbo.
Technically,
Bingo,
Bingo is cleaner than he's ever been.
Bingo.
is he
This
really
is my
though?
friend. Bingo. Nemo.
I feel that Bingo's like Pigpen. Doesn't matter how clean he get him, he just gets dirty instantly.
He's,
little cloud that
he's
falls
been
around.
alive for like
Yeah.
12 hours. How
Yeah, he's
can you
only
be
been
so
alive for a
dirty?
short while.
Cut me some slack here.
Now you when you go out, for those of you that have stepped outside, like there were torrential downpours, thunder and lightning that came down out of the mountains last night. There's no sign of that water anywhere on the buildings or in the
You had said
surrounding
the, like,
terrain.
River
thank
had been
God.
overflowing the night before, right?
Yeah, the river had actually looked like it was going to flood, so much rain was coming down. And now the riverbed beside Kelmarain is dry, bone dry.
I had gone to the temple to find what's his face? The priest dude.
Oh, okay. Yep.
I can never remember his name.
I have it here. Hold on.
Zinfandel.
Okay. No,
Okay.
no. That's
That-
Zyafed. You're
Oh.
going to see Volus.
Oh,
Volus, yes. Okay.
Volva. Got it.
Very close to a land of happiness, exactly.
Nicol Bolas.
So
I had gone to find him because I was gonna offer to like help with water, but if he's already because he was already doing it when I got there, so
he was creating water at a frantic
Yeah.
pace, but he can tell you that his water creation spell
Yeah.
is not working at the efficacy as it should.
button free.
I'm sorry.
Hey Tim,
I didn't mean to.
welcome.
Um,
So he tells you that, and then as Smudge is standing there talking to Volus, Dashkey arrives and says he's found something rather concerning beneath the temple.
Like what exactly?
Holy shit, this guy's still alive?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
better because he was in our house that one
Well,
time.
he still walks with sort of like a crutch,
Mhm.
right?
But he can talk now.
Yeah, he can talk. And Bryn Shander is totally in Canada, dude. Totally. All Bryn Shanders should talk with a Canadian accent. That would be cool. I could guest star for you if you'd like. I'll bring my Canadian accent. Dashki is still on a crutch. Still looks in pretty bad shape, and says to you that says to you, Envolus, that the tombs, the burial chambers beneath the temple, which you guys had fought the demon and everything in, right? He says they're gone.
Like, gone?
Gone. In their place, there are a new set of tunnels with strange picture writings on them.
Can you show me?
Yes. Yeah. So with his staff, he hobbles over and takes you down the steps. And sure enough, if you remember, there was a chamber at the bottom where there was a well that led down. That is all gone. The stairs lead down into a long, dark passageway, which comes to a 4-way intersection. The intersection is a rounded out chamber, but it still has passageways leading 4 directions, right? It's a 4-way intersection. It's just like a circular room, maybe about 30 feet across. And there are familiar writings to what Smudge has seen in Har'Akir before, essentially hieroglyphics.
Okay. Can I, so I will cast Comprehend Languages and reach out and touch the wall so I can read it.
Yes. So as you do that, it translates basically that these tunnels are part of the Pharaoh's labyrinth.
Lovely.
And there's a whole bunch of talk about how, death and doom come to all that enter, and, he'll become lost forever. Basically a bunch of warnings and sort of like...
And in all hope ye who enter here. Got it.
Yeah, and a lot of praise for Ankhtepot.
Of course. I furiously scribble down the glyphs in my journal, a section of it so that I can take it back and show it to Shazzy.
Okay.
And keep everybody out of here as best as you can. Don't go down in there or anything. Lock the doors if you can, at least for now.
Dashki's like, where does it go?
I have a feeling, I have an idea, and I hope that I'm wrong, but it's not good. Stay out of there.
Okay.
And I get to go tell the others what's going on.
I offer to give Gil Hank a massage.
Welcome back, Bingo.
Welcome back, Bingo.
God.
You may touch my feet, small man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Those big.
Are you giving
hulking
Is this happening back at home? You're giving a foot massage?
Yeah, Bobby just kind of sort of
Walk in the house
almost
and-
gags and kind of leaves.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm trying to track Anise to see if she's in Har'Akir at least.
I'm not even going to ask you to roll. You find a very large set of cat prints headed west.
Oh
along
boy,
the-
you got some
along the-
ingrown nails. You got some ingrown nails here. Oh,
along the riverbed.
Oh, hells.
And it looks like she left at some point in the night.
Gonna put a bell on that girl.
Here at your elbow.
God damn it, Smudge. I know my heart doesn't beat, but it feels like it's gonna beat out of my chest right now.
Sounds like a you problem. Here, take a look at this. and I show you the glyphs and everything.
What am I
Yep.
looking at?
This is
Well,
underneath
the
city
rubbings
now.
are identical to what you saw in the Manticore's. In part, like they're very similar to the writings in the Manticore's tomb.
This is underneath the city now. Remember the tombs where I fought? Well, where we all fought the demon thing.
Yeah, I remember.
These are in its place now.
Well. Peachy keen, Jelly Bean, I guess.
Also, they're having a problem making water. It's not working as well as it should be. Not that that's really a surprise, but...
How do you mean it's not working?
Well, when you make it with the spell, it usually makes a certain amount, but it's only doing half what it should be.
And you guys would remember that from the last time you were here in Har'Akir. Keplin's Create Water spell only worked at about 50% effectiveness.
I have that spell now too, but
Just to test, I pull up my new ability, Create or Destroy Water, and I take like just a drop of tea into like a barrel.
Okay.
So it usually makes 10, it only makes 5.
Correct.
Huh. Well, that's fucking happy.
it's a new trick.
No, you can make water? That's great.
You're not there. You're rubbing feet.
Oh, that's true. I'm sorry.
Well,
Can
we're
I get some
home.
more water in this foot basin?
I think you're gonna have to stop with the foot bath.
Tell her that.
Here,
It was a
There's
general
a
notice to
new-
everyone for foot baths.
Look, if you want to be next, just ask.
I don't want to be next. Bingo. I missed you, but not that much.
These little hands are magic.
I'm sure they are, but you're gonna have to use something else other than water.
Bleach.
so
Arsenic.
what is the plan, Jazzy? Do we have one?
What? I'm
Um,
not the
then-
leader. I'm not making plans. My last
You-
plans got you killed.
No, that was me. I got myself killed. Thank you very much. You don't get to take the blame for that. Nice try.
We should let Gelhank make the plan.
All right,
I have a
Gelhank, what
plan,
are we
Rick.
doing? No, shut up, Bobby. Yours is just gonna be let's go stab the desert.
No, my friend. No, I have a foolproof plan.
I
This-
second stab the desert.
You
All right.
said
Glad to see nothing has changed while I was gone, at least.
when before the little one had arrived. You were all saying how the Romanowski woman is what he wanted. Whoever
Yeah.
owns the desert. I say we take him to her. Take him to her. And then, my
Oh.
friends, we barter
Oh.
her for ourselves. Is that not an awesome plan?
No.
Woman
It'll
died
liberate the
because of
entire
that.
town. How can you not like this plan? This is a good plan, yes? Yes.
Are we still trying to
yes.
kill ghouls?
That
Last time I
woman,
remember-
she
Gnolls.
No.
she died because of that.
We're not trying to kill Knowles anymore, Bingo. We're trying to not kill Elma.
Oh. Okay.
No. Does no one not
You
agree
need
with
to,
my plan?
Shazzy. What's the idea?
I got nothing. I don't know why you're looking at me. I got nothing. I just work
Always have a
here.
plan.
No, I don't. I fucking make it up as I go, and it gets people killed. Or petrified. Or turned into tiger ladies.
Is that
So
what
we
weapon
take-
is on
so
the
we-
roof?
Yes.
So we take the Romanowski woman. Yes, we take her.
No!
Yesterday, you were saying, friend Shazzy, that she was a slaver, that she bartered and stole the lives of humans, that you felt was very repugnant, as I remember.
Aren't you
were
a
giving me
drow?
mixed signals. Well, apparently on top, I thought it was fine, but apparently on top here, that is not to be done.
No!
I said we
So
take
if
the
it's
road.
not to be done, then we should take this slaver person and use barter her to rescue us. No?
Gelhank
Yes.
No.
calls for a vote.
Yes,
I
I
think
say
you were.
we vote.
I think you were made leader. I think you were made leader for a time.
Well, just tell her we're taking her for a drive.
Yes.
Go for it.
see?
Just tell her to look at the flowers.
To the woods.
There aren't any woods. We're in the fucking desert. We'll be lucky to find an oasis.
I can have her kidnapped and brought back and bound in just a few minutes. I just need a bag of some rope.
Roll up like some parchment and just whack him a couple times
Ow!
with it.
What?
Stop it.
You're sending me mixed signals, friend Shazzy.
Everybody
Yesterday you were
gets
all
a
in her
s-
face. Then before that, you were saying she's a good person.
Just
then you're
because
saying
I'm
she's
in her
evil.
face about her decision-making process doesn't mean I need her to die.
Would you find God overnight?
Kinda, yeah.
Sorry.
I like
That
this
was
little
awesome.
one.
That was
I
awesome.
like this. He points to. I like the little one. You, Bingo. We will be good friends. Yes, good friends. Good friends.
I don't know. You're pretty sketchy. Okay, so what are we doing?
Well, I've offered a plan. Who has one better? Yes.
How about a plan that doesn't get somebody killed for no reason other than being born?
I was thinking because she was a slaver and generally evil person. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
That
Being
Alma
a
isn't a person.
Being a product of your culture is completely different from being actively evil.
Well, that's my plan. Do you have one better, friend?
If we know who, I can send a message to someone. I think I got the hang of it now.
Who would we send a message to?
Don't know, but it's an option.
Does that work across? Since we think we're
Yes, it
not.
does. The one that I have works across planes.
All right
With
then.
possibility it may not work.
Yeah, but it does. It says in the wording of the spell, it
Hello,
can work
dwarf.
across planes.
We could
I
just
don't
go
know
on
who
to
we would
check out-
contact, but it's an
Check out these
option.
catacombs when I can touch stuff.
Didn't you learn from the last time when you fucking died?
I
About
think this
touching
is
I didn't die
things?
from
Hop
touching
around and
stuff.
find
And
it.
remember the conversation we had before bed last night about touching shit?
No.
Okay, but he didn't touch a thing. The mummy touched him, and that's why he died.
Okay, so what about the green shit that was all over his bones?
I don't know, but I'm touching some green feet right now, and this is pretty good.
You're drinking that water.
Hey,
by the
dirty.
I would drink that. I would drink that.
way. I knew that wasn't going to be an issue.
Gross.
Ew!
Yeah, we're rationing water. You're gonna have to drink the massage water.
The icky foot water.
Can she get like an extra 5 feet of movement for the day after this?
No.
Oh, okay.
But her feet will feel silky soft.
I have to go down in those tunnels, aren't we?
Probably. It's
Well, I
the
would
only way to
prefer the
safely
tunnels
travel.
the desert. Yes. And I say
don't
we bring
care.
the Romanowski woman. Who's
I
with
don't
me?
care if you like it or not. I'm rolling a foot performance check.
Yes, please give it to us.
Not bad.
Not bad. 14. I've seen worse. Oh, 13 because you have -1.
Oh, 13.
So you know.
Hey, Bingo, did you learn how to see in the dark while you were dead?
Actually, I did.
No.
Oh, wait. Hold on a minute. No, maybe I didn't.
No, I don't think you did.
Hold on. I have a new rune. I think one of them lets me see in the dark. Yeah, I didn't take that one. I can't see shit.
So then we will need to get torches for the little one.
I do have advantage on Arcana checks, however.
I like the.
Everybody who's within 30 feet of me has advantage on saving throws against being frightened because I'm cool, apparently.
People feel braver around you.
Yeah, I should take
Can't
that out
be
of the room now. I think
Save
about
it against being frightened or charmed.
Oh, there you go.
Because Smudge is back and she's amazing, that's why. All 4 feet of her.
So, into the hole? What are we doing? Walk aimlessly through the desert?
I do not
Kidnap-
wish to walk into the sunlight.
Okay, say
Kidnap
that we
her.
go down there. What is the point? Like, where are we going?
Back to
Back to see him.
Be looking for a way to get home would probably be the best.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
We
we've
don't
got
even know where to start.
We still have Keplin's Haggai. That's what we used to get through before.
It's what now?
He had like a marble from our housekeeper.
Ebnet?
Yeah, but it was
Do you
definitely
have that marble still?
a Haggai. I wouldn't have gotten rid of it.
Okay.
It would have been in the house somewhere, probably.
I would think
It-
it's
no-
still in the little gnome's hand. So we'll have to go pry it out of the stone statue.
Just use Kepler to get home. Walking through the mist, lugging up.
So the bag of holdings for throw the gnome in.
Yeah,
would
if we
Would it even
we
work if
think-
she's here with us?
bingo.
If she's here with us and it was his way back to her,
Mhm.
wouldn't it just
Well-
lead us back here?
I don't think it was back to her. It was just back to where she
It
came
was
from.
back to her. Technically speaking, it was back to her because he was focusing on seeing her again.
Hmm.
Love bridged the gaps between the two worlds. How
Love
You
is
knew
the,
her like
the
5
greatest
minutes.
power in the world. Love.
Yes.
To
Like
quote the
the
Beatles,
Force,
all
only
you need
better.
is love.
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun,
Da-da,
dun.
da-da.
All you need is love.
Love is all you need.
That's
Love
right.
is
It's a
all you
great
need.
song. It's a great song.
Amazing song.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm down for an adventure as much as the next one, but we gotta have some idea what we're doing.
I've told you, little friend.
But
From what
that-
you
Not your
told-
friend.
Okay, I'm gonna put this very plainly for you, Bobby. Even if we were to take her to what's his face,
Yes.
we already agreed to do that. So that will not be our ticket home.
If you agreed to, then what does it give you if you do it? What was the purpose?
It was supposed to get us Smudge back, but we circumvented that by wishing for it.
Then what we will do is find the Romanowski woman, hide her someplace, secure her, and use her as our bargaining chip.
That is ridiculously convoluted, and no.
Do you have a better
Good to
plan?
use people like that. I had died for this.
Well, I'm open to a better plan. But right now, that seems to be the best plan to get us all home.
Shazzy, who was the woman that you saw the last time that you were here? She helped you?
She's very dead.
Oh.
Wasn't it like that?
What about who she worked with?
Amir?
Elise
Uh,
Elmire. Elise
Yeah.
Elmire was a servant of the
Other
mummy.
dude who sounds like Subnet, but not Subnet.
Yes, Senmet.
That guy.
So that unfortunately, Sebnet and Senmet are not the same thing. So she was a servant of Senmet, the mummy, and was promptly killed by the sphinxes that serve Ankhtepot.
I think Smudge was like dead when that happened, so.
I think that actually
in the
happened just
process of being
before you
dying.
were, yeah.
Okay, so can we reach out to her boss? If you really want to help Ankhtepot,
Technically, Shazzy is double booked. This is out of character. Moose, antler, the whole bit. But technically, Shazzy was given life again from Senmet on the bargaining chip that she would bring Alma
to him.
Roveshki back to Har'Akir, but give her to him. And then we went on to Anktepot's royal chambers, and you all, I'm not going to say made that deal,
You
but
tell
basically,
us this nonsense,
No.
Shazzy?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
and it was at that point that you were all buried alive, and Senmet said he would send an ally to help Shazzy, who was Elise
Please,
Elmire.
okay. Well, glad to know that we've got friends everywhere. All right.
Except you don't, because I don't say anything.
Exactly. I don't. I mean, I don't.
But you
know
do
at
all
this point.
remember, with the exception of the Bobby. I mean, even Gelhank, who I think had sworn she was going to kill him, saw Senmet the mummy. Like, he was responsible for those zombies pulling you beneath the sand on your first trip here, and everything kind of going to shit.
Okay.
Why don't we just go poke around in the basement?
I'm all for that.
I gotta stretch my legs. I've been dead for a while.
How long have we been gone?
I don't know. Time's a little weird.
You guys been
You
gone
think
for
time
good
was weird
six-
here?
Yeah, you guys have been gone for
No,
like
the
10
party
sessions.
was at least a few sessions.
Yeah, close
Pardon
to
me,
10
sessions. At least
You
a
guys-
few weeks
Yeah.
back in Katapesh before you've returned here.
Who was that handsome turtle?
That was Sunny.
Well, we have two options, my friends, as I see it. We can kill the Lord of this desert, and return ourselves home, or we can barter it with the Romanashki woman. I
Rip
say the
my
Romanashki
soul
woman because it's easier.
out of my body. I don't know about you, but I am not prepared to fight something that is that strong.
Then that means that takes that off the table. And then I say we barter the Romanashki woman. Yes?
Oh.
Yes.
Process
Oh.
of elimination. I'm in.
We must vote. I vote we return it. We barter the Romanashki woman. What say you?
No.
Well, 3-2.
3-2. Let's go get
Fine. I'm having
Sorry.
no part of it.
So do
Oh,
you
you
go
feel
to
better.
Alma's house then?
Yeah, let's go to Elmo's house. Go get her.
Okay. So you arrive there and sorry, go ahead.
If we can come up with something else on our way there, we can always change the plan, but this will just be our plan for now.
I mean,
And
Gelhank and I don't like slavers very much, so I think
that's understandable what you've been through, but also she, according to what I wrote in here, she didn't do anything wrong other than be born.
well, it's not really an excuse, is it?
Well, and her family stole my character's family ring. that
Her
they needed to
family, not her.
You don't
Doesn't
pay for the
matter.
sins of your father.
Unless you're a drow, then everyone's responsible for the sins of the family. So by my culture, that's perfectly acceptable.
Well, I'm sorry, you're wrong.
Well,
I
you
have
as you bicker back and forth, you arrive at Alma's residence, and this is the highest point of Kelmarain. You're at the top, up by the battle market and everything.
I'm
You can
just like
see.
standing in front of her door, arguing about whether we're going to take her out to the country to shoot her.
Yes. So
I'm not going to shoot her. We're just going to take her to the.
to the north,
Basically doing the same thing.
to the north, the west, and the
See, we
south.
just want to have tea with her. We don't know.
Nothing but sand. To the east, something is reflecting on the horizon.
Yeah, see? Another option.
When you enter Alma's house, it's strangely deserted and quiet, as there would have been, a few dozen people serving the Roveshki family previously. You find, takes you some time looking around the manor, but you find Alma lying in bed as if she, her hair still wrapped from sleeping last night. And she's tossing and turning a bit as if in a feverish dream. And Sebnet Gleamglass, the gnome, is sitting on the bed beside her with a bowl of water and sort of like wiping her head, trying to keep her cool.
I Could Gelhank see with her eagle eye, see what maybe that thing was on the horizon? I don't know how far it goes, but
Eagle eye goes up like a mile, right?
yeah.
Yeah, it's not within a mile, so but I will give you this. I'll say that it's got to be close. It's got to be close to about 3 miles away, you would think. And why don't we have Gelhank give us a survival check? Yeah, it's about 3 miles away, and it's reflective. Sebnet tells you that last night during the storm, she heard a scream and came and found Alma like this, feverish and unresponsive.
So ready for the road.
Absolutely. Get her to her feet, little one. She's coming with us.
She's not
At least
going
she's
fucking
not.
anywhere. She is literally incapacitated.
So we throw her in the bag of holding and take her.
She'll die in 10 minutes.
Can I root around her house while they're doing this?
I like dig out some more parchment from the
absolutely,
bag of
Bingo.
holding and whack Bobby again with it.
You bring out what?
I'm just gonna look for anything. I don't know,
Parchment.
paperwork, anything I might find something interesting. I don't know.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Okay.
I'm gonna check her with my new
Okay.
cleric shit.
I rolled a 1. Oh no, I didn't. I have a 13.
I'm okay at medicine. Can I help? Like give Shazzy
Sure,
the help action?
Sure.
Perfect. 11.
Yeah,
Okay.
Or
she's sick.
Or
So
9.
let's start with
Look,
and
I
what
just
is
started this.
so what is Gelhank doing as two of you are administering aid to Alma and Bingo is off snooping around. What is Gelhank doing, and then I'll ask what Bobby's doing.
I'm gonna go over to the bed and pick her up and just put her over my shoulder.
Okay. Do you at least let them finish any sort of medical care?
Yeah, sure, so she doesn't instantly die or anything.
Okay. Bobby, what do you do?
Bobby's just leaning up against the wall, arms wrapped, just kind of half out and going, why are you wasting it? Kind of like doing that, like, why are you wasting your time type look at them? Because he's
Okay.
just waiting for Gelhank just to grab her.
So, Bingo, as you look over the house and you're looking about for paperwork or anything of interest, you notice that like this house has been like looted. Maybe numerous times.
Hmm.
The party told you that like Kelmarine had kind of fallen on shit times while you were gone. But like someone has definitely been through the house probably before it came here, like in nights
Are there any like
previous.
massage oils or foot lotions or anything like that?
Yes, you
Glad you
can
have a
find you do find some for lack of a better term medieval toiletries.
Oh, perfect. I'll take those.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all animal fat.
Wish you were so glad this isn't AD&D, where was the game all about resources. We'd be screwed.
So as Shazzy and Smudge administer aid, at some point Gelhank comes over and sort of pushes her way through to lift Alma, and as the three of you are touching her, she lets out a scream, and all of you sort of share a vision with Alma. You find yourselves riding upon great eagles over a desert towards a brilliant sun. There's an eclipse occurring, and soon a crescent sun takes shape. And the rays of the sun reach down from that crescent sun and begin to burn the desert. And they burn a crescent shape into the sand. And from the darkness of the eclipse, on the inner side of the crescent, a fiery egg takes shape. It quickly burns away, and its ashes slip into what now is a crescent-shaped canyon that has been burnt into the sands. And then the three of you are back in the room with everyone. Alma's fever breaks almost immediately, and she finally rests calmly and sort of serenely on the bed.
What was that?
Witch stuff.
Does this symbology have any sort of meaning towards Ankhtepot or Senmet or Jergal?
Anything like that we would have read about in stories?
No.
So, just to, like the crescent egg and then, or crescent moon or sun.
Yeah.
And then an egg in it.
In the, where it shines down on the sands, in the dark spot, it begins to take shape into an egg.
Okay.
That's your part of it.
burns.
And then the egg burns away?
The egg burns away, turns to ash, and all of the ash sort of flows across the sand and down into that crescent opening.
We didn't see any kind of canyon the last time we were here, did we?
Not that I recall.
Okay.
If we
Just
can
immediately writing all this down.
Does Gelhank return to picking her up? Bobby, you haven't witnessed any of the vision, but
Nope.
it's obvious the three that were touching Alma have just experienced something.
Okay.
Okay. Gelhank, what do you do?
So you said that her fever breaks and then she like kind of rests serenely. So is she kind of like conked out, like
She now it
out?
just looks like she's sleeping comfortably on her bed. There's no she was sort of making light sort of groans and moving about a bit, and obviously had a fever, sweating profusely. Now no longer sweating, calmly lying very serenely on the bed.
Still gonna pick her up, but I really want to talk to her now. But if she's passed
Put her-
out, whatever, I'll just
put her
talk to her after.
down, Gelhank.
I don't really like this lady. She seems shady. She's always been kind of messed up.
I don't either, but one person's left to some unknown quantity, and it's not going to get us home. I guarantee you that.
Maybe we should do an exorcism.
You guys notice that Sebnet also appears to have experienced the vision that you guys did.
Care to
Yeah.
share with the class?
No, she seems as stunned as you are.
Mean anything to you?
No. Did that come from her?
Seems like.
We all knew there was something different about her. I said as much anyway. It has something to do with that.
It could just have something to do with being here. We know she's Vistani, right? Or like the Har'Akir version of Vistani.
Aya would have mentioned that she's
Mhm.
that she's Vistani.
Yeah.
Basically everything that I knew she like had written down for Smudge just in case.
Mm-hmm.
So it would have said in there about when Alma was a kid and stuff. She doesn't have the piece of soul, she's the key to the piece of the soul. Or she is the piece of the soul. We don't know.
Aya was under the belief that she is Anktepot's soul.
Okay. So I seem to think she was
Well,
obviously.
if she's not road ready, and I know you guys want to stall for more time on taking her, why don't we go check that thing out we just saw? It's only a couple miles away.
If your concern is for her health, there's no, at this point, she looks perfectly fine. Not to
say we
throw a
bring
further wrench into this, but you think,
Stop helping, DM.
like, you think you could wake her up if you wanted to.
Down
Is there like
for
curtain
right now,
tassels
Gelling.
or anything like that in like in her house? Like you know what I'm talking about? Those like ropes for tying curtains and stuff like that.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I grabbed some so we could tie her hands
Most
up
of the
and drag
curtains
her
have
up.
been taken, but I
Oh,
think
for
she would have.
fuck's sake,
I
Bobby,
think she
we
would
can
have had it in her
overpower her.
bedroom.
Well, I know that, but I'm just wondering.
You come
so she can't run
closer
away.
with those ropes, and I'd start beating you with parchment again.
I hit you with the rope. Go away!
I hit you back. I pull out my whip.
And we're doing
As you
this.
guys are all arguing, she wakes up on the bed.
For God's sake.
She seems a little stunned that you're all in her bedroom.
And I'm holding bottles of foot lotion.
Yeah, and you just
And
at this
Bobby
point
has
you just
restraints.
you
I
just
have a
come
whip.
in with like perfumes and foot lotions. Bingo.
It's gonna be a fun Friday.
Because what would be strange with that?
Is it my birthday?
Oh, military! Thank you for the follow. I totally missed that.
Yeah, he was a bot.
The bot.
Oh, it was a bot.
Yep. We got one on that. We got one yesterday when Em and I were doing our thing. Same, like the same message.
Oh, okay. There you go. I didn't even. Oh, you've already deleted the message. You guys are so efficient.
What we do.
Okay. So she looks around a little strangely at you all.
Alma,
Hi, I'm back from the dead.
did you by chance have any sort of nightmares or dreams recently?
30 seconds ago.
She's,
Stop
she
chewing in the
says,
mic.
I dream. I've dreamed about eagles.
Eagles.
And some sort of a canyon.
And a solar eclipse.
Yes.
A solar retaking, rather.
Yes.
We're in the desert.
Well, hi, we're in Har'Akir now. So, sorry.
What's Har'Akir?
Where you were
Wait.
born.
You told me about this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't our choice to come here, though. Well, the whole city came.
Well, she gets up, sort of wrapping a blanket around her, so she has pajamas on, but she's feeling a little modest right now with everyone in her room, and she makes her way and like sort of looks out onto a balcony, looks around at where they are.
Sand. Could have told you that.
A lot of sand.
Yeah. And while we're sitting there, I'm going to cast Goodberry.
Okay.
So. Alright, everybody
Give
take
you
one.
food and for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And restores 1 hit point.
Nice.
Alright, everybody take one.
Ooh,
One.
second break.
1, bingo. 1.
I'm gonna try and steal
I
two.
feel like Goodberry would be a bit of a joy kill for like a halfling or someone who likes to eat because it fills you up for the day, right?
Yeah.
I have a
Yeah,
sleight of
you
hand
take
of
two.
20 to steal a second berry.
You take 2.
Yes.
Yes.
So you get 2 hit points. And you feel overly full.
But not satisfied.
No. That was for the whole day, bingo. Never mind.
What about second lunch?
There's... No. We got to start rationing. We don't know where we're going to be able to find food and water.
As Alma,
help with
as Alma is outside on the balcony looking, she'll call for. I'm gonna say she calls for Smudge. She hasn't totally come to grips with Shazzy's change of demeanor. She calls for Smudge. And Smudge, as you join her on the balcony, she points into the sky.
Look.
You're pretty sure there is a massive eagle flying over Kelmaraine.
That's fun. Okay.
It's probably a good 500 feet, but you can tell it's no regular sized eagle.
We know if eagles are intelligent.
You're not sure.
I can. That's fun.
You then see it fly off to the east.
Where's the big shiny thing? Great. Okay. Well, okay, let's look at this as logically as we can. Obviously, we're in the desert. We just saw an eagle. The big shiny sun that we saw is probably the big shiny thing way over there. We follow that or not? Does it mean anything to you, Alma? You're better at reading portents if I remember correctly.
Is Jeremy frozen?
No.
No.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry, you're asking Alma?
It's stoic.
I was like, oh my god, the DM just crashed.
No, I thought that question was directed at Shazzy. As far as reading omens, she doesn't think there could be a greater omen than like seeing eagles in her dreams and then seeing an eagle here.
Yeah, but I don't know what that exactly means. Like, what was with the eclipse? Is there an eclipse supposed to be happening?
Well, let's go find out, and she can come with us.
I don't want to bring her anywhere near him if we can help it.
Well, you lost that vote, so I mean,
she says she looks at Smudge and says, "I need to follow the eagle. I think
You're gonna die."
she can
She's
wear my old
just gonna
armor.
be reunited with our host body.
I mean, Gelhank and Bingo are here. I think I'm pretty safe."
They wanted to hand you over.
We have your best interest at heart.
Do you say that?
Yes.
She gives him a very serious look. A very serious look. Actually, Shazzy, give me a persuasion check.
$19.
Oh, Jesus.
That's the thing you roll good on.
We had no, we didn't mean that. Damn it.
So Shazzy rolls a 19 on persuasion, and Bingo rolls an 11 on deception. So she's like, "You wanted to hand me over to what?"
The big
A
mummy
big
lord
ball?
that thinks you're part of his soul.
Just him that thought that. I thought so too.
We were gonna take you to a day spa, and
Bobby
She-
looks her right in the eye and goes, "Better her than us."
She marches back into her bedroom like she's on a mission and begins to disrobe and put on garb that is appropriate for travel.
You want a berry?
She takes the berry.
Anybody
She gets
else? I don't eat.
She gets her
so-
shit together. She even straps a scimitar to her side.
oh,
Okay. Well, I guess Alma's coming with us then. We should
Is
wait
Sunlight
until
coming?
dark and go when it's dark out. The sun is not good for anybody here.
Of that, I agree with you, my little friend.
You were all gung-ho until we were not taking her to the king, the pharaoh.
No, about not going into the sun. The sun's evil.
Yeah, but you're
I
like, let's
still
go get
think
her
we-
right now.
Exactly. I still think we should take it. No
Ah.
offense. I look at it, I go, no offense. But better you than us.
Full offense. Full offense. On your behalf, Alma.
So she then, once she's got her stuff together, she'll walk over to Gelhank and Bingo, and she looks at the two of you and she says, "You have been two of, I don't want to say servants, but
Oh, you better not say servant.
Oh,
You
it's
ser-
on.
you have served the people of Kelmarine very well in the past. And every time I've called on you for help, you've answered me."
Well, listen.
This is the
We-
I'm disappointed in you speech. Shut up and listen.
I'm disappointed in your slavery ways, slaver. Anyways,
Oh,
even though
I'm-
you,
You're right. I think my family has some things to atone for. She looks at Bobby even in that instant. And she
Bobby
says,
kind of wiggles the wing in front of her.
she says, but there's something different here. I feel like I'm home. I feel like there's something I need to do in these lands.
You were born here, according to
all right, well, let's
what
put one
Aya
foot in
said.
front of the other and get fucking moving here.
And I'm going, I need the two of your strength to help us get through the desert.
I will make sure that you don't die.
Alternatively, we could just kill her and then he doesn't get the soul back anyway.
She
Or
looks at you
somewhere else.
very seriously, Bingo, and she goes, "Oh, I don't know what waits for me out there, but I'm not sure that you can keep that promise."
I'm like level 8 now. I was level 5 last time. I think I'm good.
As long as you don't go licking
got
things,
this.
it'll be fine.
But
Yeah.
I've always felt like I didn't really belong places that my family went. There's something right here, and I need to find out what it is.
Like a terrible idea. Let's go.
Are we going now in the middle of the fucking morning?
No,
or are
we're
we
gonna
gonna
go at
wait for
nighttime.
dark?
Should-
Wait for dark.
Wouldn't it be easier to see a shiny thing during the day?
And the eagle, we can follow the eagle.
Bobby's looking
She,
for a parasol.
she takes a scarf off and she wraps it around Bobby's head and pulls it down as much as she can over his eyes.
Do you have like a lacy umbrella too that Bobby can hold?
Yeah, Bobby's actually looking for a parasol.
At that point, not Alma, but Sebnet will bring out a lacy parasol
Bobby
Yes.
grabs it. Bobby grabs it.
made of the finest Katapesh silks.
Now twirl it around, Bobby.
It suits you, Bobby.
Now click your heels.
We tell no one of
Now
this.
click your
I'm telling everybody about it as I have my book open and I'm drawing it.
Hey, do you
Munchies
have a
too.
drawing of him in the leopard onesie? Can I see that one?
He-
The bag.
Munch just opens her like
Oh yeah, that's it. That's the good stuff.
Okay, so you begin your journey now, gathering the supplies. You've got 5 gallons of water, right? You've already made that for the day.
Have made that for the day, but we also had good berries, which take care of your food and water for a whole day.
we can
Um,
make food and water as well.
As you set off to the east along the dry riverbed, it occurs to you that your friend's cat prints went west.
That's a shame.
And we're going east?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna leave markings in the sand.
Well, the people of Kelmarine can tell them where you went.
Oh, for sure. I'm just leaving markings like thieves can't wise.
Mm-hmm.
Just a couple symbols that Anise would have shown me for like,
I can just
tracking
do that.
purposes.
I can do that because
Why
actually
should
no.
they eat a dog again?
Okay.
Person.
So
That would be inconvenient.
the sun is sweltering. The heat is damn near unbearable as you make your way eastward.
You know, guys, I think about that Minotaur.
mean the one that we're totally not going to run into when we go back home?
Yeah. I wonder what he's doing.
I
Fucking
think about that
bitches.
Minotaur too sometimes. But we'll never know, will we? We'll never know.
I don't know, DM. Will we?
Can I have everyone give me a perception check?
I guess I'm doing a disadvantage because we're out. in the
You're doing
sun.
it at disadvantage
Yeah.
because
I'm at advantage.
deserts.
Yep. Already
Come on.
said it. Where's
Come
perception?
on.
26 for me.
15 for what? Oops. For smudge. Gotta change that. It still says Aya.
And the Bobby has got a 9.
A 9?
9, yeah. Rolled a
That's great.
16 and a 9, so
That's great, Bobby. That's great,
Yeah.
Bobby. Bobby?
Doing great, sweetie.
What else did we get here? Oh, Shazzy got really good.
Deserts are
All right.
kind of my jam.
Yeah. So you're first to spot them, Shazzy. There's a group of very, very large scorpions approaching you under the hot desert sun.
Of course there is.
You see like bumps in the sand.
No, it's
Cool.
not. They're not. They're not underneath the
Should have
sand.
made that
would be-
left turn at Albuquerque.
That would have been great. We're not going full. We're not going full Roger Rabbit here. We're not going full Roger Rabbit.
That's Bugs Bunny.
Sorry, you're absolutely right, Bugs Bunny. I like Roger better.
or sand sharks.
I'm
I'm just doing some prep work here. Settle
many-
down. Talk
How many,
amongst
how many
yourselves.
scorpions do you see?
How many scorpions do I see?
You see
Like
four,
2?
Four.
Please tell me it's the band, the Scorpions, and they're gonna rock us
Four.
like a hurricane.
Rock you like a hurricane.
Four, and they're about as large as
Harold?
yeah.
They're about Harold size. About 4 of
I'm
them.
assuming you didn't take Harold out into the desert. Okay.
No.
Don't need to.
So 4 horse-sized scorpions.
We leave him the
Yes.
5 gallons of water and stuff.
Jesus.
Did you not take? Are you creating more water for the group?
We had good berries. We don't water.
Oh yeah, it counts as water too.
Yep. Food and water for a whole
Food and
day.
water. What the hell? What the hell?
Thank you, 5e.
Okay, listen. These scorpions don't seem like they're going to be backing down. And Shazzy, you would say that they're acting unusually aggressive.
All right.
I'm going to ask everyone to make an initiative roll.
Initiative. Oh, I didn't touch my toe.
23 for Shazzy.
Did you try the initiative thing, Jasmine? Or the advantage thing?
Give me a second. Dang.
If you just roll initiative, it should do the advantage automatically.
Mine wouldn't roll for disadvantage on initiative.
That's okay. You rolled crap, so that's okay.
Yeah, I got a 10. If you want, I can roll again. We can take the
Yeah.
shittiest of the 2 rolls.
There it goes. There, it did.
Yeah, it did do it. Perfect.
Because I pressed it twice.
Oh.
Oh, you press it twice? Well, I can tell you that the first roll, you got a 15 and a 17, plus 2, 19.
Oops.
So it is doing it automatically. Like, if you put your mouse over the 19, you'll see that there were 2 d20s rolled in there.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay? But we'll give you the 22 this time around. You got super advantage. So the first one to... So because Shazzy spotted them, no one is surprised by these massive scorpions. Now, Shazzy, you're first to react as these things approach.
All right. I guess.
I don't see any scorpions. I see a bunch of... oh, there they are. Yep. Yep. Those are scorpions, all right.
I'm gonna go to 15 feet in the areas.
Yep.
Wings, where are the wings? There they And
Bye, dark side.
Have a good night.
I'll just take a couple pot shots at this one. Should still
for it.
be within the range of my longbow. Count as beast.
Totally counts as a beast, yes.
Yeah, 21 to hit.
That's a hit.
And 16.
Yep. Do we add the favored foe twice, or is it a once around thing?
It doesn't say it's not once around.
Okay. So 13 and 11, total of 24?
Yep.
Okay. So those arrows sink into its carapace. It does not die, though. Gelhank?
I'm gonna move 40 feet down and then throw 2 javelins at the one at the bottom.
Nice. Okay. Yep, you're good. Do. That is a hit. That is also a miss. Okay, so one javelin finds its mark.
I agree.
We're on to the scorpions now.
Here I am.
Rock you like a hurricane.
See, this is when I wish we could play music, right?
Yeah.
Because you could do some pretty great stuff. So it attacks you twice with its claws, Gelhank.
Dang it, Bobby.
And then once with its sting. Does a 15 hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you take... Does the 13 hit? I don't think the 13 does.
No.
So you take 9 bludgeoning.
Hold on one
And it-
sec. 10, 15,
and it-
20, 25, 30, 35. Jeremy, as a reaction,
Yes?
I am going to use a new ability I have
Oh, cool. Okay.
called Runic Shield, and I'm going to make you re-roll that d20, the 22 to hit.
You're going to make me reroll the sting attack?
Yeah.
Okay, we will do that. So I'm gonna get rid of that.
And I can do that 3 times per short rest, so get used to it, motherfucker.
Nice. A 14. I don't think a 14 hits.
No.
Okay, so just the one hit, 9 bludgeoning damage to Gelhank. And you are grappled. As it pinches you in its claw. Pinchy, pinchy, pinchy. There we go. All right, the next scorpion, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
No, I did. Yes, Credo. Hello.
Okay, and I'm actually going to dash these. So they
Dash keys?
not dash
Yeah.
these, dash these. Okay, so there we go. Bingo, it's your turn. As these things scurry across the sand with lightning speed, towards you. You actually don't think, though, they're coming at you. They're trying to get past you.
That makes sense.
Thereafter, Alma.
I pull out my rapier and I just kind of look at it for a minute. Feels good in the hand. It's been a while.
Yes, it does.
And I will use a bonus action, turn on giant, so I'll get real big.
You gonna get big?
I'm gonna get big. And then I will attack one of the fellows in front of me.
Massive bingo.
That's not very
I
good.
thought you
14?
just rolled a nat 20 for your first roll back as bingo.
That's what I thought too.
Nah.
No.
14 to hit.
14, unfortunately, does not hit.
That's fair. I'll attack it again.
Absolutely.
I got a little sand in my eye.
You're shaking the rust off. You're shaking the rust
Yeah.
off. So
Hmm.
you swing twice, missing.
Okay, that's me.
Smudge.
Okay, so this guy that's right here in my face, I'm
Yes.
going to stab it with Demon's Bite. $23.
23 is a hit.
Okay, so 5 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna inspire Shazzy. You
Okay.
get a D8 now.
Nice.
Nice.
Bobby.
Well, if this one right here is it because Bobby's there? Sorry, Bingo's there. Can I backstab this one?
Yeah, you won't get advantage, but if you hit, you will do sneak attack damage.
Yes, I'm going to do that. I'm going to pull out the fangs and the silver fangs and hit him with it. So both 2 daggers.
Oh,
Okay.
Jared, could I have moved here? Because I'm not leaving any spaces.
Yeah, that's fine.
21 and 21, even though I'm rolling with disadvantage. That's good. That's for the first one. So there should be a
that's really
sneak
good.
attack with that. Where's sneak attack? Oh, the sneak attack's not. Oh, there it is. Enable sneak attack.
Yeah, you would need to have that check before you rolled. So just roll again with
Rolling it.
your other offhand
Okay.
with the
and-
backstab checked. The sneak
Yeah, it
attack
is checked. So I'm going to try that one again. See if I can kill it.
Yeah, go ahead. Hey, Alyssa.
And it was a 9. So there would
A 9.
that's
But I
the
am
one
going to
on the-
add the sneak attack damage there
The 12.
for another 12. Okay.
So 7 and 12, it got 19 points of damage.
Yep. So you stab at this scorpion, inflicting some damage. Shazzy. Oh, you know who I didn't do was Alma. So give me a moment here. Alma is going to. She has a hand crossbow, and she will fire that the same one that that Bobby's on. Not a hit, unfortunately. Just a bit outside. Okay, so now it is Shazzy's turn.
Okay. So the one below me, probably outside of 5. 'Cause I'm 15 up.
Yes, because you're above it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna shoot down at it then.
That is
14.
a hit. Oh no, that's not a hit. That's just a
Oh,
miss.
but I have a thingy, an inspiration. So
Yeah, bardic inspiration. So those
Yeah.
both hit then. So total
yeah,
of 20 damage, right?
20.
Another 2 arrows sink into it. It looks very like scorpion ichor falling out onto the sand.
Ew.
It looks very injured. Very injured.
Just fucking
Gel-
die.
Gelhank,
Which one was that? Kathy?
that's the one above you.
Okay.
This one up here.
So this one, you are grappled, so your movement is 0, Gelhank, but that doesn't stop you from attacking.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll use Iron Fang on the one holding me.
Okay.
That
Nice.
that probably hits. Jesus.
Both of those hit. That second hit was serious. Both times Iron Fang digs right into the carapace of this scorpion, and you pull it back out, and like all this nasty ichor comes with it, but not enough to kill it. Unfortunately, it's not dead yet. The scorpions now go. So the one on Gelhank brings its stinger over, trying to sting you while it holds you in its grasp. A 9 certainly does not hit. It then uses its other claw to try to hit you. 13 doesn't hit, and the claw that's on you just crushes you. So I'm just going to roll the damage for that, which is 2d6. No, a d8. D8. 8 plus 2, so 10 points of bludgeoning damage to Gelhank. The one up here is going to attack the Bobby. Claw for 21 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
3 points of damage.
Okay.
Second claw, 7 to hit. That doesn't hit. And then tries to sting you. An 11. That doesn't hit.
No.
But with the one claw hit, you are grappled. This one attacks Bingo. 23 and 14.
Yeah, the 23 will hit.
Okay, and then the sting is an 11. That doesn't hit. But the one hit you for 4 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And I think large creatures can be grappled. Yeah. Okay. And then the last one goes after Smudge. First claw, a 9. That doesn't hit. Second claw, a 10. I don't think that hits either. And then the sting, a crit.
Hey, guess what?
Sting.
You can reroll that.
You're going to do the reroll on the sting?
Yeah.
Okay, nicely done. And here's our new sting. A 6, which does not hit. Bingo, look at you go, my man. Look at you go.
Extra tanky.
And it's now Bingo's
Yeah.
turn. Surrounded by scorpions on all sides as they're pinching and stinging your friends.
Okay, I'm just going to go bananas here. I'm going to stab the one in front of me.
Do you yell Hadouken?
Not yet. Hold on.
Okay.
Hadouken.
One in front of me.
Hadouken!
Jesus, I missed again.
That is a miss, Bingo.
Who brought this guy?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know,
That
but he
is a
should
hit.
just fucking die.
So that's a total of 22 there, right?
Yep.
That was to the one right in front of you, correct?
Yep.
Okay, it's still alive. You slash through its carapace, leaving a big gash wound.
Action surge.
I had a feeling this might happen. Okay, action surge. That's a hit. Is that on the one in front of you as well?
Yep.
Okay. For a total of 22. Wow, good job, dude. Another massive cut in the carapace. It's not dead yet, though.
Still alive? Son of a bee sting. Okay, let's hit it again. Ah!
You
I'm
missed.
terrible. Worst action surge ever.
I don't know, dude. You've negated 2 criticals now?
That's right.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Smudge? Bingo is just a wailing with his scimitar beside you.
Trying to,
I'm
anyway.
gonna try stabbing it
Ooh.
again with Demon's Bite.
It's a rapier
One-
action. isn't it?
The ones in oh yeah, so maybe you're stabbing with it. Sorry, I thought you had the scimitar.
Mhm.
14 is a miss, I'm afraid, Smudge.
Okay, and then I'm gonna inspire Bingo this time.
All right.
I could use the help, thank you.
The Bobby?
Bobby Walkin
Better.
is gonna try and stab this thing
You
again.
better.
Since my friends are around, I can use backstabbing, I'm assuming.
Yes,
Go.
as long as someone is adjacent to it.
Yep, so I'm stabbing the thing with the fangs of the spider.
Yep, roll for the first one.
14.
14 does not hit.
Yeah.
The sun gets in your eyes, Bobby.
Probably drop my parasol. Try again with the offhand. And 13, so neither one strike.
No, they do not hit, I'm afraid.
Sorry.
Yep.
We're here clicking buttons.
Speaking of adventure.
Okay.
Dang it, Bobby.
Alma's gonna shoot her crossbow at the
Oh.
one on Bobby. Gets a crit.
Yeah, get it, girl.
Alma stealing all the glory.
And unfortunately, it doesn't add her sneak attack bonus in, but I will add it for her.
She's
And
the
it
Rouge?
critted.
She's a rouge.
Oh, a horrible sneak attack roll. Oh well. All right. So Bobby, a hand crossbow coral right past you. Hand crossbows are sort of drow elf weapons too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Shazzy, it's
Yeah.
your turn.
I'm taking note. Don't you think for a second I'm not.
I'll shoot this one.
The one directly beneath you as you're flying above it. Yep.
Yeah. Ugh,
That is a
15?
hit. Yeah.
Barely.
And that well, that's all you needed. Dies beneath you,
Okay.
slumping to the ground in front of Smudge.
How's Gelhank looking? What?
I think
She's grappled at the moment.
I'm grappled a little bit, but all right.
Alright, I'll shoot that one. This
Roll,
one down
roll,
here.
Oh, She-Hulk on his ass.
Roll 1. Roll
Gil,
1.
Hank.
I like that Gelhank is showing a
Hank.
little reserve and not immediately raging. Like
14.
there could be more to. There could be
She
more
just
to
texted
come.
me. She's
What?
like, I forgot to rage.
It's not a
What?
matter of reserve or reserving resources. She forgot.
I think it's because she got the foot massage and she's all mellowed out. That's what I think's happening.
Yes, exactly. And now she's been walking in the desert to exfoliate. So
Yeah.
like she's never had
It's
better
a full
feet.
beauty routine. Like she's just totally there. She's in the zone.
Next week, I'll be
Listening to Barry
linking
Manilow on the
OnlyFans
earphones.
for Gelhank's feet.
Only feet.
Gelhank feet pics. Yeah, only feet. Okay.
Oh.
That was Shazzy's turn. Gelhank, it's your turn.
You know what? I feel confident that I'm gonna kill it this time, so I'm just gonna straight up hit again.
Okay. I like that. I mean, what could go wrong?
I can think of a couple things.
Well, it didn't go wrong this time.
You whacked it.
So listen,
Got it
the
again.
first shot kills it, Gelhank. Do you want to move and attack another?
Yeah, sure. I'll just walk up to this one that's closest to me by the bobby.
The Bobby. I like that. And
Bobby
then you
likes
take
it
the
too.
20 to hit. The 20 hits, and you do another 9 damage. That's not enough to kill the one that's fighting Bobby, though. Again, though, horribly wounded, and it sort of sidesteps to try to not give its back to either of you. And I'm gonna say that it's already got Bobby in one claw, so it's gonna try to get Gelhank in the other claw. 17. I think
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a hit. Only 4 bludgeoning damage, though.
I'll intercept that.
Oh, okay, you're gonna intercept it. So
I
don't
would-
take any damage, and I'm gonna say that you're not grappled because of
Oh,
that.
sorry, no. It's on Gelhank. I can't intercept it. She has to be within 5. Ignore what I said.
Oh, so you can't intercept it. Okay,
No.
so 4 damage to Gelhank, and she is again grappled. And I'm gonna say it tries to sting Bobby. Well, first of all, Bobby, you take, for being in its grip, you take 2 + 2, 4 points of damage,
Okay.
and then it tries to sting you. A 9 does not hit, I assume.
Nope, totally misses.
Okay, and then the last one in front of Bingo. Bingo, it's got you grappled.
Hey, Jared,
So you-
just,
Yep.
shouldn't it have advantage because it's they're grappled?
No, because it's not a So as long as it's grappled, it does automatic claw damage,
Oh, I see.
but it doesn't get advantage because you would have to be the next step up from grappled. Grappled to
Restrained.
restrained. Restrained, they would get advantage.
Sorry for trying to help you.
No, that's okay. I like you helping me kill people. 8 damage to Bingo.
You mean Bobby?
No, Bingo, because you've got
Oh, yeah.
one claw on you.
Oh, you hit me. Okay.
Then it tries to claw you with the other one and totally misses. And then tries to sting you, Bingo. Does a 20 hit?
20 does not hit.
My goodness. Okay. So we're on to Bingo's turn. Bingo's loyal. Change wood.
Okay. Would you like to make an attack of opportunity as I try to mount this scorpion?
Well, you're grappled, so you would have to
Ah,
somehow
damn
break that first.
Okay, fine. I'm going to stab the one in front of me.
All right, do that. Roll a
I'm
14.
going to
for
try
it.
and mount the other one.
No,
that
you
hit.
totally. Okay, this kills it. So you're no longer grappled.
Okay. Can I try to jump on this other one's back? And
Yes.
would you like a check of some sort?
Athletics.
How about acrobatics?
No.
Why not? What if I try to do a flip onto its back?
Fine, acrobatics.
Do a flip.
You are in heavy armor. You're not flipping anybody. But yes, you jump on
No,
top
I'm
of
not,
it.
sir. It's mithril.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
17.
forgot.
Flip onto its back.
Yes, you're totally up on the thing's back.
Okay, now I will put my rapier through its skull.
Yes. Do it.
I miss.
You miss. But you are on top of it. I'll give you that. Smudge.
Yeah.
Scorpion rodeo.
So just so you know, that scorpion has Bobby in one hand, Gelhank in the other, and Bingo on top of it, swinging down with everything he's got.
Scorpion sandwich.
Okay, well, Smudge is just gonna, do the thing and viciously mock it because that's what she does. And she's just gonna be like, "Are you sure you want to fight? Most people have an aversion to embarrassing themselves in public."
And
Cast vicious mockery at it.
I have to make a what save? A wisdom save?
Wisdom. Yep.
Wisdom. Crimson, you inspire anybody you like. 14 is not enough, so it takes how much damage?
6 psychic damage, and it's got disadvantage on whatever attack it does next. And also, I'm going to inspire Bobby.
The Bobby.
Oh, I forgot I had. Fuck, I could have used that last turn. Damn it.
Okay, Bingo, do you want? Yeah, we're not.
That's fine.
Bobby, it's your turn.
Bobby's just gonna try and stab it.
You have a D8.
Thank you. So let's try to do the stabby.
Stabby.
At disadvantage, but I have a D8 that goes on to whatever it is. So I rolled 20 with sneak attack at 12 and 6. I'm assuming it's dead now, right?
It does die. You have killed it, Bobby.
Kills it. Bobby kind of slides out and goes, "Ugh, I do not like this. This is why we don't move in the sunlight."
Would you rather see it coming or no?
I can see it coming in the dark.
So the scorpions have been defeated. You can't help but wonder who they've been sent by. However, let's take our break.
I hadn't thought of that at all. I just figured they're scorpions. But now that you said that,
Well, Shazzy believes that they were not acting
They weren't normal.
like they shouldn't have been that aggressive. If you had accidentally walked into like a scorpion nest, that's one thing, but yeah.
I get some of the poison from one of them.
Something hinky going on.
Yeah, give me a survival check to see if you can. Do you have a poisoner's kit?
I think so. Hold on, let me check.
I had one until the acid hit.
Green slime, actually, but who's got it?
Sucks to
Whatever that
suck.
Oh no, I don't. Never mind. I did. I used to have one.
Okay. Well, we can do that over break. Let's take our break. We can get something to drink, use the washroom, and we'll be right back.
Perfect.
I love the fact that we're always like, are we back?
I press the button. You've got literally the amount of time it takes to play your trailer with the dragon, and then we're back.
With the scorpions dead, you guys continue your journey eastward, and it's not long before you reach the shores of an oasis.
Before we halfway through the travel, I'm going to look at Bobby's going to make eye contact with Rovaneshki, and he's going to, in Thieves' Cant, tell her, "I have my eye on you. I know what you are." Carry on.
She, almost embarrassed, looks away.
Yeah.
It didn't translate. You said you were gonna fuck her mother.
Oh my god.
Maybe I will. Have you seen her mother? She's hot.
Maybe I will.
Or her donkey. Mother and donkey are really close together.
Oh my god, no. So the desert sands around you sort of begin to disappear and tall grasses begin to poke through the sand and that, and you come to the edge of a very large oasis. And you sort of remember some of the, like, Elise Almir sort of gave you the lay of the land. So you think this is the Muhar oasis. So if this is the Muhar oasis, that sort of orientates you onto where you are. Can you see this map?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm trying something different with Fog of War on this thing. So number 4 is where Kelmarain is.
Okay.
Number 1 is where Muhar is. Number 2 is the pyramid. You never went to it, but you saw it when you came to Har'Akir last time. Okay? And number 3 is where the tomb of the Manticore was. As you come to the clearing, you can see a herd of gazelle using the oasis for its water.
Shoot a gazelle.
Why?
I don't know, because it'd make a good second lunch.
You can also see that the river would have exited here.
We should tell the others.
You're welcome to mark this map up. I also have
Good, because that's what I'm doing.
somewhere. Oh, the Har'Akir map. Oh, I haven't shared them with you. Never mind. Okay.
Why would I shoot a gazelle?
So we can eat it.
We had good berries.
Yeah, they weren't that good.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be hungry or thirsty. That kind of takes care of it.
I shouldn't be, but here I am.
Here, have another
How many
good berry.
times? How many times are we gonna reference that song tonight?
Because he wants his
Actually, I will eat a good berry.
First breakfast, second breakfast. Yeah.
This would be your third one,
11
unless you ate
Eleven
both.
Tea,
Yeah, but I ate the other ones when I
dinner,
was
supper, and I forget what the other one is. There's one more.
How many good berries have you eaten today?
2 now.
Okay, you guys have then along the way. Bingo has probably had to stop to pee a couple times. He is overhydrated,
And
even
poop.
in this heat. Even in this heat.
Not too bad with this mithril on. It's not very heavy.
Do you want a third one? You might shit yourself if you do.
I shoot a gazelle.
Okay.
Why?
This is
Roll the
ridiculous.
hit.
We don't need to.
He needs it because he needs it for his 11sies or his lunch,
Ignore the-
afternoon tea, dinner, or supper.
Ignore the 4 damage on the giant's bite.
Yeah, you nail one.
You.
Bam!
Oh,
And the herd immediately,
Gods.
like, gallops to the east, sort of bounces. All of them stop drinking water, and they just run.
Go, Hank! Gazelle!
So do you send... I'm sorry, are you sending Gelhank to fetch your kill?
No, I just told her that I shot a gazelle.
Oh, okay.
Look what I did,
That's pretty
honey.
hot.
It's pretty
That's
hot.
pretty hot.
please don't
Hunters,
encourage him. We
you
don't
know.
need.
What are you gonna do with
He's
that
back
now?
from the dead and he's different.
He's gonna have his 11sies. Leave the poor man alone.
I
Bingo, are
will
you going
not.
to fetch the gazelle you just shot?
Yeah.
If you don't eat that
What?
whole thing, I'm going to be real mad at you.
Oh, there's
Why
no
are
way I
you-
can eat the whole thing.
Awful
Are
and
you-
all.
You hoist it up over your shoulders.
That's probably pretty tough.
It's not this particular breed of gazelle is not really big, so I don't.
They're dick
think-
dicks.
I'm sorry.
They're dick dicks.
Dicks.
They're called dick dicks. I'm not saying
uncomfortable.
that because it's. I mean, I'm
Um,
saying it because it's funny, but they're actually called dick dicks.
When,
Okay.
when
I
I
was
get
thinking they were
D-I-K.
fucking
D-I-K.
Yeah.
when I get down by the water, do I see anything in particular?
The water is clear and fresh.
Ooh.
There's lots of tall reeds, and you can see a number of sliding marks on the ground that would indicate there are probably crocodiles here.
I'm gonna get in the water to cool down a little bit.
Okay.
You get eaten by something.
Said there's crocodiles.
You're covered in blood and you're gonna get eaten.
I'm just
I don't
gonna
know that he's covered in blood yet, is he?
No.
He picks it up, he's gonna
Well,
be.
this is before I pick it up. I'm just gonna cool down. I'm gonna sit in the water for a second, right at the edge, just to cool down. Ah, shit.
Okay. You cool off in the water.
Okay. Then I'll come out and I'll drag the gazelle over to Gilhang.
Bless you. Bless you 2 times.
What?
So
What? I thought I
I-
turned my mic off. Did you just see? Okay.
I just saw the face.
Okay, cool.
So are we gonna take a rest here and have something to eat? This seems like a nice spot for a rest.
This seems like a trap.
What could go wrong? It's water in the middle of the desert. It's perfect.
That's why.
I'm going to attempt to take a short rest and just maybe skin this
Yeah.
gazelle.
You've only traveled about 3 or 4 miles to get here.
That's a good ways.
In the desert, that's
Yeah.
a long ways.
I think we could all take a load off for a few minutes. Figure out the net. Is this eagle still around? Are we still following this eagle?
The eagle is not to be seen here.
It flew this
Oh.
way, right? Like it
Yes, it
flew
did.
east. Okay.
Is anybody better at survival than I am for skinning? I kind of want to skin this gazelle.
It's kind of my jam, but I'm not going to help you.
Okay. 7.
You just watch him make a huge mess.
Okay, Bingo begins to use his rapier at times to maybe pull this to butcher
there-
this gazelle.
Are there
It's-
palm
it's n-
trees?
What?
Are there palm trees?
There are totally palm trees, yes.
Okay, I'm just like posted up on a palm tree, like filing
Yeah.
my claws.
Everybody actually has a moment of respite here, like the heat. You can find some shade, there's fresh water, and Bingo is playing with his dead animal.
Jazzy,
Do I
do you want me
get, do
to
I get
tell
a short
Boris?
rest?
If you would like to take a short rest here, you're more than welcome to, yes.
Okay.
What?
Will do.
But with that survival check, you ruin the
I ruined the gazelle.
Well, I mean, you have some meat, but its coat is by no means salvageable, with the exception of maybe making a hanky, like a hanky.
I look
Yeah.
embarrassed as I was trying to do this to impress Gilhang, and it didn't work.
Oh no, the consequences of your actions. Also, you split open one of the intestines and now there's shit all over it.
Well, next time maybe you could help me.
I told you didn't need it.
I know, but I wanted to look cool.
Okay, but you could have looked cool tomorrow.
Well, fuck. Anyways, I take a short rest.
Okay.
I don't, and I'm watching like the water line. For
All right.
strangely shaped logs.
All right. You don't see anything like that, but
Okay.
Shazzy does make out. Actually, probably Gelhank can almost see it. There is an island out in the oasis. It's it's a fair ways out there, and there's certainly no boat craft around here to get you to it. But just to note that there is one there, and maybe it's a pretty clear day. You can maybe make out the sign, just the sort of the shadow, or the sort of the tallest of the buildings there in Muhar, down at the other end of the oasis.
Oh. Oh, right, because number 1 is the city Muhar.
Muhar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are up here at this end.
Jazzy, should I tell Volis about the water? I think I've got the hang of it now.
I'll just go over to the water and give it a taste. Like just a little on the tongue.
Yeah, feels great. It's clean.
Fresh water,
Water.
not salt.
No fresh water. Oh no, Gelink.
What do
It is a little. It is a little. It's not all that cool, to be totally honest, because I mean the heat is absorbed into the. But
Oh, it's like warm bath water.
totally potable drinking water.
All right, just to be on the safe side, detect poison and disease.
Okay. You don't sense any of that.
Okay.
Can
Yeah,
I take
I
my
think
headscarf off and dip it in the water, then wrap it back around my head to help cool myself down.
Absolutely, and that does offer some relief as you wet your head wrappings and that.
And I'm just gonna splash water all over myself, like
Mhm.
get like my canteen or whatever, fill it up, and pour water, fill it up,
Yeah.
pour water.
I mean, the short walk here, maybe 4 miles or so.
I bet I'm sweating
You guys are sweating profusely, right?
I don't sweat.
Well, that's true.
Well, the
That's
Bobby
nasty.
does.
That's nasty, actually.
One of the
Bobby-
things about Aya was like that she didn't have to do any of that either. The only thing she had to do was sleep.
There you go.
And even then, it's not really sleep.
Bobby sweats enough for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate the sun, so I'm
Just stay out of
You-
your parasol.
You guys can notice a noticeable difference in the demeanor of Alma. She goes over to the water. She puts her hands down in it, has cups it up to drink. Does the same, maybe wets her headscarf and rewraps it, and she looks comfortable here, more comfortable than you've seen her before.
Good for her.
yeah, Bobby's just keeping an eye on her.
Okay. What's the plan now?
Push her into the crocodiles.
I'm going to cast Sending to let Volus know about the oasis.
Okay. Okay.
I'll send him a message and just say, oasis located 3 miles east,
But yeah, about 4 miles.
4 miles east.
They can't miss it
Fresh.
because they can follow the riverbed, right? The dried up riverbed.
Fresh
Is it-
water. Follow the riverbed. Might
Is this
help
where we saw
in the long
the
run.
shiny thing, or was that still further off?
It was the oasis sort of reflecting
Hmm.
the
The water,
sunlight
okay.
on the horizon.
Can I do a search around for this? Is probably not my jam, but I just thought of it, so I might as well. If there's any like tracks, like anybody's been here recently or anything like that.
Sure, give me a survival check.
And then when I fail, maybe Shazzy can take a look. Survive.
So Bingo is really busy. Like he's just tried to butcher an antelope. Now he's like looking around. You don't see any tracks.
I don't know what I rolled. Okay, 15.
You got a
Not bad.
15.
Okay. All right, everybody. Where are we doing? We're gonna keep moving. Where are we going? Where's that eagle gone?
I think if we head to Mahar, maybe we can find ourselves a map, supplies.
Do we know anything about Mahar? Is it like a populated city or?
Elise was gonna take us to Mahar, right? Or she said to.
You met Sunny in Muhar.
Oh yeah, so we've been there. Well, Bingo hasn't because he was dead.
You stayed at an inn there.
Oh, okay. That sounds lovely.
You know that there's a temple there. The temple to I can get you the goddess here. Hold on a second. To Usa. No, sorry, not Usa. Essay. Who
Essay.
who presides over life and living. Essay is the goddess of abundance who presides over life and living, although she shares the position of a life deity alongside her mother, Sek.
Maybe not as popular an idea. We could go check out that creepy pyramid.
Why?
I say we
I
go to
don't
the
know
city
because
first.
it's there. It's on the map.
Because it's there.
What map? We don't have a map yet.
The map in my mind's eye.
I think establishing ourselves in the
that-
city is better.
Can we see a giant pyramid from here?
No, you cannot.
God damn it. I don't know anything about a pyramid.
No, you would have seen the pyramid the first time you came here. It was distant, and you were sort of heading towards
that's
it, and then you guys got taken under the sand, and when you woke up, you were over by the Manticore tomb.
Well, there's probably a pyramid around here somewhere. Anyways, Muhar's fine then. What does Elma want to do? Or not Elma? Yeah, Elma.
She'd like to see Muhar.
Okay. I'm okay with Muhar if everybody else wants to go to Muhar.
Yep.
Galhank, you see that eagle around anywhere?
I don't know. Do I?
No, you don't. You scan the skies, and you do not see an eagle anywhere.
So we were kind of following it this way, and then at some point
It led you to the oasis, but you can't see it now.
I'm gonna look around for eagle shit.
Yeah, you already rolled a 15 survival. You don't find eagle shit.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
And just to touch on the sending spells, so Volus is very appreciative of that, and they're going to send people to gather water.
I make sure to like warn him about the crocodiles too in there. I have like 25 words that I can use, so like I warn him about the possibility of crocodiles.
Okay. So the group begins to move down the edge of the oasis. As I said, there's tall grasses, there's palm trees, and then you're getting closer and closer to Mohar, and the sun is going down, 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 down. When you come upon, you're not far from sort of where the edge of this dried up riverbed would be on the map. So maybe a mile or two away from Muhar, and ahead in the sand, you can make out what looks to be a sunken carriage or wagon in the sand.
does it have its
Go
sand
for
tire?
quicksand.
Sorry, two questions. So first,
My
what
question
did-
was not a real question, so go ahead.
okay, go ahead there, Smudge. What was the question?
It look like quicksand.
It looks like definitely a sinkhole has taken a wagon or something.
How much
Maybe
of
we
the
don't
wagon?
walk through that.
How much of the wagon is under the sand? Like half?
Probably about 75% of the wagon is under the sand. Only sort of the back corner sticks up through the sand, and it is definitely a Vistani wagon.
Ooh.
Last time that we saw something that was
It's
partially buried in the sand, we all got eaten by zombies. Let's not.
the bright colors of the wagon are faded.
I asked
And-
Elma if she recognizes this. If there's any, specific markings or anything on the wagon she would recognize or anything like that.
No.
Does it look like a fancy wagon or just like a shitty wagon?
It looks like it could have been a fancy wagon.
Oh, we gotta check this out.
No, we really don't. By the way, how much of that dick did you eat?
None, because I ruined it.
I pulled the
just
parchment out of my bag of holding and like whack bingo with it a couple times.
I
That's like a
basically
new
killed
thing, isn't it? It is the parchment.
I killed a gazelle for no good reason, really, is what happened.
Yep.
You-
Weighs heavy on my soul.
No,
Good.
you know what?
I hope it
I was
does.
gonna say you have like a leg that's edible if you cook it.
Okay, I'm gonna make jerky out of it. How about that?
Hey, you do you.
What about the rest of it?
The rest of it I buried in the sand.
So you killed it for no reason.
Yeah, well, I got a leg.
And you're not even hungry because you didn't cook it and eat it.
No, like when you get home and you make a big meal, and then by the time you're done, you just don't feel like eating it. It's kind of like that.
Kinda.
I just beat him a couple more times with the parchment roll.
I hit her back with the leg.
Okay.
Hey!
We got Gelhang. Do you want to check out this wagon? We want to help me try to pull this wagon.
Yeah, I love pulling
No.
stuff.
I love pulling stuff.
They're gonna get eaten by zombies again.
Yeah, I love pulling stuff.
How about
Then
we-
they can get
okay,
eaten by zombies. We gave them a wish, so they're better, and they're still fucking stupid. So
Yeah, some things never change. I walk over the wagon.
Okay.
I'll be cautious approaching it in case it is quicksand.
hmm
I'll do the old poke
It-
at the
it-
ground.
If it was quicksand, it's not now.
Okay. Is there any like does it seem like damp around it, or is it just dry?
It's dry. It looks like it's been here a long time. The wood of the wagon is dried and cracked, and the paint. It would have once been a brightly colored wagon.
So it's
And
like kind of
it's now kind of faded
like sun
and
bleached.
aged. Yes, absolutely. And this is the back portion of the wagon, so you can see that there's a door, but again, there's so much sand, it's kind of mostly
Okay.
buried.
Can I make a perception roll? I want to see if maybe there's any like signs of like an attack, or there's any damage to it, like it looks like there's weapons or anything like that.
No, there's nothing of that sort that can be seen on what's not buried.
Okay. I'm gonna attach a rope to a couple places on it. Maybe
There's like
window
so.
frame or-
I want you to think of like a sort of a
when
living
Luke's
wagon.
TIE fighter sank
It's a
into the
living
swamp.
wagon, and there's just like the top sort of corner and a bit of the back of it sticking out. There's nowhere to really attach a rope.
we can't like there's no axle sticking out or anything like that.
No, you can try to dig out an axle.
Go, Hank, you want to give me a hand with this?
Yes, love doing that stuff.
It's my workout
So
for the day.
the two of you are going to do a little bit of excavating.
I will use a giant smite so I can have advantage on strength checks.
Okay.
The rest of us are just like standing here watching this happen. Like,
And you guys hang out under the parasol with Bobby while we do all the work.
Yeah, have fun.
Alma does take some interest in what you're doing and helps out where she can.
When it's full of Vistani gold, I'm not sharing.
Well, it would probably be all of Alma's gold because she is one of them.
All right, let's try to heap all the thing out.
Under her breath, Alma's like, if it's full of gold, you can have it.
Finders
They
keepers.
wanted.
Don't you owe us
Alma,
money anyways? I think she owes us money anyways.
why you got such a boner for these people that wanted to kill you?
So the three of you excavate the back. You soon realize that like the wheels, like you can't find them, whether they're not attached or whether they've rotted away or what. But you do manage to uncover the back door of the wagon.
Perfect.
I hope it explodes.
And as you uncover sort of more and more of the door,
Does it explode?
you see the name. You see Alma's name across the back. Not Alma, but
Rovaneski.
Rovaneski.
It's a Rovaneshki wagon.
it is.
I think there's no N in there actually. No, it's Roveshki.
A
Ravesh.
Roveshki wagon. Wait,
But,
I
you
can't
know,
read that well.
The Dark Elf has a
It's a-
heavy
It's a
accent, so
Rovanovsky wagon.
when she
Rovan
Just
sees
means that
wagon.
somebody says wrong every time.
when she sees that, she begins to sort of frantically. And you could, it's not written in common, so it's using the same alphabet, and you can kind of figure out what it says. But obviously, she understands what it says, and she begins to dig more frantically to get the door open.
Hold on. I'm gonna tie a rope around myself and then throw it to Gelhank, and I'm gonna jump into the wagon. I'm guessing like if I go in the back door, I'm actually
Like,
like,
are you gonna crash through the back door? Or are you gonna open
In
the
the
back
back
door?
door.
Well, I'll open the back door if I can.
Okay. So when you open the back door, it's almost a surprise to see that the inside is intact and only the littlest amount of sand has made it in through side windows in that back door, and it's piled down towards the bottom. There's a good deal of Vistani clothing here, skirts and women's clothing, skirts, shirts, all very brightly colored and not faded as they've been kept in the dark inside this wagon.
I pick out a nice little number for Gilhang.
Okay. So you
I
go.
fit in it?
Can you give me an investigation check while you're down inside?
Oh, I'm good at that. That's not true. Investigation.
Yeah,
9.
we're under the parasol. What do you think the over under is for one of them getting cursed for unburying them?
You really want to
I give you 50
figure that out?
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna add my bardic inspiration to that because I didn't never use it in the last thing. If I can still do that,
only last 10 minutes, bro.
I'll let you do it. I'll let you do it.
I'll allow it.
I'll allow
Okay,
it.
that's
12.
That's a 12.
Okay. You find something that you think would match Gilhang's eyes perfectly.
Maybe a little tight though, probably.
Well, made for a human, not a half-orc barbarian.
Okay, I put it together. I put a little package together. Do I see anything else of interest in there, or just a bunch of clothes?
As you're rooting around for the clothes, and I don't know if is Gelhank at the edge looking in. Alma certainly is. She's watching into the hole.
Yeah, that way if something in there eats them, I can be ready.
Okay. You find a blanket, a child's blanket.
Okay.
Quilted with all like patchwork, all different colors. And it's wrapped around something.
I hope it's a baby. Okay, I will pick it up. I'll scoop it up.
Are you thinking that it's a baby inside? Like, are you gently opening it, or are you?
I poke it with my rapier first, and then
Okay.
it is a baby, and then
if it's a baby, it doesn't make a sound.
Okay, it's probably not a baby.
Could be a dead baby.
Could be. What kind of game we running here? All right.
Domains of
I
Dread.
mean, it's the
It's
domains
literally
of
in the
dread.
name.
No.
Hold on, my Discord's frozen.
That sounds like
Your
a
Discord's
excuse.
frozen? Is he being serious? I can't tell.
Oh, I think it's their internet. They're both frozen now.
Oh, we've done it again, people.
We broke their internet.
We should name this something. It's like the CD freeze or something.
The Gelgo. The Gelgo effect.
It's like what's going on
Not
there?
quite as good as the last time that they froze, but it's still
No.
pretty good.
I mean, Ryan's sleeping.
Yep.
Am I back?
And they're
Oh
back.
my
Yes,
gosh, he's
they're back.
back.
Well,
Oh, not yet. We
Well,
lost
no,
they
but
were
not-
for a second.
Not
Hi.
Jazz.
I was purposely like making
There.
like faces, like
We were trying to decide what we should call that when you both freeze in frame like that. There should be a name for that.
Roger sucks.
Our internet's bad.
Okay, so I scoop up this dead baby. What's
Yeah.
in the?
As you open it inside, there is a set of old cards. They're really ornate and they're wrapped with a piece of twine. And with it is a small teddy bear.
Can I roll? Do these seem? No, I guess they probably wouldn't be. I'm just trying to find a way to use my new advantage on Arcana. Does it seem anything special about them? Or just seem
Sure,
like a
give me a roll.
Okay. I mean, it's still terrible. I just happen to have advantage. Arcana. 11?
11's enough for you to at least. You don't know how to use them, but these cards, you're pretty sure this is something called a Taroka deck that the Vistani use for fortune telling.
Okay, I'm gonna try to pocket it without Elma seeing me.
Yeah, she's like, she's trying to see what you've found. Oh yeah,
Ignore the advantage, but
that's okay. We take the left side. So she does not see you pocket the cards.
okay. I'm gonna come out of the wagon, and I'm gonna hand Gelhank a sundress.
Okay.
Hey, I picked this out for you.
I like all the service you've been providing since you've been back.
Alma tries to take the child's blanket away from you.
Yeah, sure, she can have it.
Do you do you have the bear?
Sure.
Okay. So
Do
she
you
takes the
recognize
she takes
Yeah.
the blanket away from you, and she like puts it up to her face and smells it.
Smells like sand.
Yeah.
Do you know whose wagon this is?
Well, I mean, my name's on the door. I do.
Is this your wagon, or was it like just a family member?
I don't know, Bingo. Let me see that bear.
Sure, here with the bear.
Okay. She turns it over in her hands a few times. She
She's on keg because there's desert creatures. And
She puts the blanket down, she puts the teddy bear on top of it, and she drops down into the wagon where you were.
Okay. I'll hop out. I don't know how much weight
Okay.
this thing can hold.
All right.
And I'm gonna like, when she's in, I'm gonna pull out this deck of cards and show Gelhank. Check this out.
So Gelhank, he pulls out a set of cards. They look really old. They're worn around the edges, but they are like the artwork on them is amazing.
I remember seeing her use a Taroka deck when we first met her. Is this
Yep,
the one that she was
Yeah,
using?
she didn't actually use a Taroka deck. She used a different type of deck that is used in the lands that you guys are from. But these cards would be native to the domains. But there are some similarities. There's images and symbols on them.
you have yours?
I have mine right here too.
I think I have a deck somewhere.
Are really pretty.
I'll just be
And
like,
the-
I'll
like
read your
these-
picture later.
These look like they've been around a very, very long time.
They're very cool.
So Alma comes up out of the wagon.
I quickly pocket the cards.
She has some clothing. And she wraps the blanket and the bear inside the clothing and sort of puts it into her pack.
Did you find everything?
I guess.
So this is not your wagon.
I don't know. I don't even think I've ever been here.
Okay, it's got your name on it, so I'm curious.
One
be a
here,
bit
Alma.
Yeah, but my dad, well, who I thought was my dad, my adopted father, he had the name Rebeshki as well.
Hey, you gonna try that sundress on?
This second?
I don't know. I think it would look. It kind of matches your eyes.
We're like trying to take this lady to her death. Like, can this wait maybe a day?
Did you say that out loud?
I hope so.
I'm not that charismatic, yeah.
Okay. Alma seems noticeably like, oh.
Literally, what I've been saying this whole goddamn time. Did you think I was lying?
I mean, to reunite you with your home body.
Hey, Bobby, I saw there was like a leopard print like kind of thing in there. I thought it might be your style. Did you want me to grab that for you while I'm in there?
Bobby kind of hisses and like, get away from me, little man.
Bobby, on the bright side, the sun is just about down now.
Oh, I'm so happy. The second the sun's gone, that'd be great.
So
Do you think we can make it to?
I
name
now
of the
think you're done
town,
playing in the
Mohar
hands of this gold little friend.
you think you can make
Yes.
it to Mohar? As you get your things together and move on from the wagon, you notice Alma looks back a few times, obviously wondering, and the moon is now becoming visible in the sky. The night is setting in, the sun is down, and the moon has an oddly, it looks like a skull.
Oh,
Your
The
Well,
moon
you're
does not
going
look like a
going
big
on here
pizza
too.
high.
It
Can I
looks
ask-
it looks a lot like a skull, and as you get closer to the city of Muhar, you start to hear drums matching what you heard previously. I can cue this up here. Hold on a second.
Oh, they must know Gelhank's coming.
And my magical harp.
Yeah. It sounds like there's a number of musicians playing within Muhar.
Can I ask Alma? I just want to know if she recognizes the bear. Like, have you seen this bear before?
She's like, I don't know. There's something familiar about it.
Maybe you had a similar one when you were a child?
Maybe.
I saw you smelling it. Did you smell anything?
I've always felt like smelling things kind of helps me remember.
Most directly tied to memory. It makes sense.
Interesting.
So we all hear this music.
Yes. And as you start to move into town, like it's echoing across all the streets. People notice you coming in. Businesses are closing. And Muhar is like all sort of rectangular square buildings made of like mud and sand. But in the center of the city, there is like this very tall tower and sort of temple built around that tower.
Just making a point to like learn the music, learn the beat.
Okay. As you start to move a little closer, like maybe you then start to see like a man on his roof playing a drum in, unison with everyone, or, someone playing a long flute-like pipe, sort of like a reed-like instrument, as you sort of move between the houses and that. And they all seem to be playing together.
I have a pan flute. I join them.
Okay, give me a performance for that.
I gotta see if I got an instrument. I'm guessing I don't.
13.
Not bad for like just taking it by ear, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. I don't have an instrument.
It's not long before some of you start to recognize some streets from when you were here before, and you see the inn that you stayed at previously. It has like, it's half sunken so that it's cooler during the day. There's a set of broad steps leading down into it, and there's sort of like a patio covered sitting area on the roof, and people are there. It's not loud and rowdy. There's like a certain amount. There's sort of a calm, and you can hear people playing instruments from there as well.
She's kind of close to Shazzy and Gelhank.
This is weird, right? We're agreeing that this is weird.
Most definitely, my
Was-
friend. Yes.
Dead the last time y'all were here, so
It wasn't like this when we came through last time, but it also was daytime. But I don't know. It's weird.
I mean, it's a pretty enough song. But...
Well, I'm gonna go inquire about some lodging for the evening, and maybe see if I can talk up to somebody.
Okay. So you move down into the tavern then, the inn.
Hmm.
Yes, please.
Yep. So as you come in, there's a group of people in one corner, sharing a multi-sided hookah, and there's sort of a bit of a haze in the room. There are no musicians in here, but you can hear the music outside, and everyone inside the tavern, like they're drinking, and there's sort of hushed tones. No one's being particularly loud, like they're giving an opportunity for the music to sort of filter down into the tavern, so that they can hear it. When the group of you walk in, though, everyone definitely takes notice of you.
Probably because I start yelling, shots, 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 shots.
Do you yell out?
Yeah, no.
No? I'm never sure with bingo, so okay.
I
So
don't want to ruin the mood.
everyone has sort of stopped speaking, and they're all looking. A
Draw a
man-
picture, it'll last longer.
Yeah, as you say that, a man sort of makes his way over to you. He looks at Alma, and he looks at the rest of you, and he says, "It's not safe for her to be here."
What do you mean it's not safe?
This is what the gentleman looks like.
Cool.
You think he's Vistani by the way he's, his colorful garb. Vistani men tend to have a beard. He says,
Smoking a pipe is all right by me.
"You're the one, aren't you?" At which point you start to hear people singing under the tones of this song, and from what you can make out of the lyrics, it's sort of more like a hymn, and it speaks of an Akirian girl, which is anyone native to Har'Akir, an Akirian girl who carries a compass. She becomes lost in the desert, but there's hope that she'll return as a woman beneath a moon of death.
Ah, shit.
The woman is the prize of the God King, and through her, the God King will be reborn.
Sounds pretty accurate.
Just looking at
So-
Alma, seeing how she's taking it.
What language are they singing in?
Sorry?
What language are they singing in?
You think they're speaking Akirian, but you understand it.
That can't be good.
So the man says that his name is Ratka, and he says it's not safe for you here. Please come with me. And he starts to move out the back door of the tavern. There's another set of steps going up out of it.
Can you insight check this guy?
Yeah. Shazzy, you're not sure.
Ugh.
Smudge, you would trust him to the ends of the earth. He seems very concerned for your safety in a genuine sort of way.
It's all right, Shazzy. He's
You
okay.
sure? Alright.
Look around the tavern. Are the people looking like?
So you broke up on me. You look around the tavern. Are the people looking like?
They're about to pick up some pitchforks and gear Elma?
No, but there is a. Give me an insight check.
Can we
Yes,
just
we
say
know
that?
No, Shazzy, you would notice that Smudge is like staying very close to you and Gelhank and kind of hiding a little bit.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah, you think they're about to riot.
Holy shit! We gotta get out of here.
Oh no!
I get behind
Relax,
Elma and
relax.
I start ushering her towards the fucking door. where the guy's
Okay.
going. Like, go.
So you notice he goes up the back steps, but before he enters the roadway or alleyway behind the tavern, he takes a look left and right, and then he motions for you to come.
Yeah, let's go with him.
You gonna
Right.
Bobby's
Throw
gotta
a
go.
blanket over Elma's head.
That's not suspicious at all.
Do you throw a blanket over?
Yeah, just so the paparazzi can't see her.
Okay. Okay. The man who introduced himself as Ratka, he seems very pleased that you've done that, and he begins to whisk you sort of through the back alleys.
Pass
Of
without
Muhar.
trace. Just in
Even
case.
better. Okay, are you including Ratka in that?
I guess.
Because you can do up to
Everybody
10.
within
Is it-
like a certain
Within
radius
30
of you?
feet. Yeah.
But I think she
Yeah.
can choose who is included and who's not
Yes.
included. Yeah.
I include
right.
rat face.
As you move through the back streets of Muhar, Bobby, you notice a number of sigils that would probably go unseen, but are probably some form of thieves' cant that you're not 100% familiar with.
Really? Okay.
And as you move down alleyways, you see people then block the alleyway with a cart.
Behind us?
Like they're helping us?
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing.
Or they roll a few barrels out and throw a tarp over it so that the alleyway now appears blocked. Always behind you, never ahead of you.
You gonna tell us what the fuck is going on here?
He nods to you, and then you finally come into a small courtyard. There's a large building on the far side, and smaller buildings sort of make up the other edge. And you've come in through an alleyway. There is a well in the center. There's a few people gathering water. They all look to be dressed just as Ratka is.
We stumbled into a
Vistani.
cult. haven't we?
He
If it's a Vistani,
quickly
yeah.
he quickly crosses to the larger building and opens a pair of cellar doors and motions for you to go down.
Ah, you never fight in a basement.
No. You tell us what's going
Bobby
on
knows.
right the fuck
Bobby's
now.
doing. Bobby's like, trust me, my friends. This is safe. Let us go.
Now I
And
trust
Bobby,
you.
I
Bobby's
trusted
going.
even less.
I trusted even less.
Jazzy, it's okay. It's okay.
Bobby knows
He
what's
said-
going on.
He says, "I promise,
I look at-
no
I look-
harm, no harm will come to you or the girl here."
I look at the Roman. I look at Leos. Governor Vaneski, you've read the signs. Let us go. Letting her know that I know what she is.
You want
Jazzy, it's alright.
to share with the group?
Not yet. I'm going to keep my cards to my chest.
He's like, "Quickly, quickly!
I'm already
I
downstairs.
promise you, no harm."
If I
He
die
does.
down there, I'm coming back and haunting your ass.
Yes. If you die down here, you're going to beat me with parchment yet again. I
Not you,
understand.
rat face.
I think Bobby said he already went in. So Bobby, when
Yeah.
you get down there, you're the first one in. It's a basement cellar. You can see there's a number of casks of wine, as well as fresh water barrels and things like that. Some food is kept down here where it's probably a little cooler. As everyone shuffles down into the cellar, Ratka is last to come with you, and he closes the doors behind you.
Okay.
A lantern that's sort of burning low, he comes over and turns up so it brightens the room. And you can see a set of stairs leading up to the floor above. And he comes over and looks at Alma and then embraces her. And she's like, she doesn't stop him, but you can tell she's like, "What the hell is going on here?" Like,
Hands off there, pal. Consent is important.
"Oh, of course. You must be thirsty from the desert."
No, we had good berries. We're fine.
And some gazelle.
Oh, you're skilled travelers then.
No,
Some
not
of
really.
us are.
No matter. Let me go and get some rugs. We can sit down. And he quickly, you see him run upstairs, and you hear footsteps upstairs as he moves around. Then he comes back down with like under his arm, like a whole bunch of like sort of like prayer rugs, but like obviously to sit on. And he pushes them out around the cellar for everyone to sit.
I do
Makes
not.
biscuits on the mat.
He's like, blessings are upon us that you've returned, he says to Alma.
Do you know her then?
Of course we know her. The signs have all pointed to her arrival.
Song, you mean?
Yes.
You just put it out there. She's not the only lady that showed up tonight.
No, but she is like us.
I'm just kidding.
We knew she would come.
Is that why y'all are playing the music?
Yes. The moon is in the sky, as it said it would be.
As what said it would be.
When these lands were created, we were told of an ending. Our people were told of a final retribution.
Yes. Yes, my friend.
Retribution for what?
An end to the Pharaoh.
Into the Pharaoh, yes. And this Romanashki woman, she will bring the end, yes. Yes.
Yes.
You know what that means, right? She's gonna have to die for that to happen.
It is unclear what needs to be done, but she is the compass. She is the key.
Am I the only one who wants to hit this guy in the nuts?
No, I want to hit
No,
him
I
in the
don't-
nuts.
I don't want to hit him at all. I think he's a good aid. So tell us, friend, how do we take the Romanashki woman to go defeat the Pharaoh? Yes.
She has seen the way?
No.
No.
Well,
Didn't she have a
She's
vision?
one of
Alma's like, I saw something.
a couple of us saw it.
What did you see?
An eclipse of the sun, and the remaining bit, when it became a crescent, burned into the sand. And then an egg
Ash.
was there, and then it became ash and sank into the cavern. So if there's a crescent cavern around there, I'm guessing there is where we go.
As you say that, he's like, the Lost Crescent. Yes.
Well, if it's lost, that doesn't help.
Well, I'm sure we can find someone that knows approximately where it would be.
Good. Let us get that. Let us
Slow,
get that.
slow
first.
down. Slow down. Hey, Alma. This is your life we're talking about.
I've felt more purpose since we've arrived here than I've ever felt back in Katapesh.
Is it that you feel exactly?
I think I need to find that place.
Yeah?
This is great. I
That's
thought we were gonna have to force her to go. Perfect.
He says she has seen the crescent. This is where Ra's temple resides.
Raw.
The
Mm.
god.
Oh,
Pharaoh.
boy.
The pharaoh Ankhtepot ruled centuries ago in these lands. This nation, or are we under a swear ban? Who did it? Who did it?
Oh no.
Rick.
No, it's not Rick.
You know what rhymes with
Rick
Rick?
from
was
Hampod?
Heroes of Evermore is here. Very cool. So he begins to tell you this story. So bear with me while I lore vomit all over you.
Please do. I love lore.
So the pharaoh Ankhtepot ruled centuries ago in the land of Har'Akir. This nation encompassed the entire Abel River Valley in the Great Akir Desert. According to our beliefs, the pharaoh is the link between man and the gods. The pharaoh himself, a god of this land, the pharaohs ruled with the divine grace of Ra, the sun god. Ankhtepot greatly feared death. It was known that when a pharaoh dies, he becomes a servant of Ra in the underworld, exalted above all other servants. For some unknown reason, Ankhtepot did not want to die. Maybe he feared the wrath of Ra should the sun god discover that Ankhtepot had been a false pharaoh. Ankhtepot commanded his priests to find a way for him to cheat death. Many slaves and prisoners died horribly as subjects in Anktepot's gruesome experiments in immortality. Frustrated by his lack of success, the pharaoh had several temples burned and razed. He stalked into the Karn temple, greatest in all of Har'Akir, and cursed the gods for not granting him his heart's desire. Ra answered Ankhtepot. He told the pharaoh that when he died, he would live, though he might wish otherwise. However, for cursing the gods, Ankhtepot would suffer eternally. Ra did not say how the curse would be manifested. Ankhtepot left the temple, elated but confused. He did not know how to cheat death. That night, when he touched Nephir, his wife, she died instantly. Everyone he touched that night died. His wife, several of his servants, and his eldest child all died by his hand. According to our customs, they were mummified and entombed in great buildings in the desert. The funerals took over a week. Ankhtepot soon understood that after the sun left the sky, his touch was death. So long as Ra shone upon him, he was safe. But once he was no longer under the sun's watchful eye, whomever he touched died. Shortly after the final ceremonies of his wife's funeral, he was visited in the night. A mummy wrapped in funeral linens entered his chamber. By the vestments, he knew it was Nephir. Unable to speak, the mummy tried to embrace Ankhtepot. Horrified, he screamed for her to leave him forever, which she did. Nephir walked into the desert and was not seen again. Her tomb has remained open and empty through all these years. Ankhtepot was also visited by the mummified bodies of those he had killed. He came to understand that he controlled them utterly. They did his every bidding. He used their power and his own deadly touch to tighten the reins of his evil over Har'Akir. He killed many priests, making them into his undead slaves. Occasionally, he would find one of his mummies destroyed, burned from the inside out. And some scholars believe that Nephir was responsible for the destruction of Anktepot's mummies. But no one knows the true answer. One day, the priests rebelled against Ankhtepot and murdered him in his sleep. He was still a pharaoh, a god and blessed of the gods. The priests gave him a funeral befitting his station. Shortly after the funeral, the walls of Ra appeared, cutting off the rest of Har'Akir. All that remains of the life he once knew is Mudar and his tomb, which lies to the south. All of this happened many generations ago. Occasionally, the villagers say they have seen the mummified body of Ankhtepot stagger across the sand dunes, but most believe he has not left his tomb since. They blame most of their ill luck on him and use his name to frighten small children. I don't know what will happen to Har'Akir if Ankhtepot truly was destroyed. Ankhtepot would then replace the gods with new gods of his own naming. And Ra's temple would sink into a crescent-shaped chasm.
Russian shaped chasm. Okay. Bobby's very intrigued with all of this. Is there more?
The story as far as Alma is concerned, and he looks at her and smiles with almost tears in his eyes, is that she will bring about Ankhtepot's rebirth. She can make him mortal.
How does the Romanashki make him mortal?
I don't know. If your vision is telling you to find the lost temple of Ra, Ra is the god that cursed Har'Akir. Maybe there are answers there.
Okay. What do we lose?
Artemis. They broke it.
She's back.
Whatever the case, things have now been put in motion.
Yes, they have, my friend. Yes.
And although Ankhtepot himself cannot find Alma, it is beyond his powers to know where she is. He will no doubt learn of her arrival here in Muhar.
Well,
and send his children to get her.
that's the thing. I think he brought our entire city here.
Yes.
This would be why the walls have come up then.
I
He knows she's here. He's
know what that means.
beyond the farthest reaches of the desert. There are great walls of heat, Ra's walls.
Oh, those. Okay.
You will not be able to pass them as long as Ankhtepot holds those walls in place.
Yeah,
I
Bingo
put a
tried.
blanket over those, so they wouldn't. There's no way he knows if she's here.
He presumably brought Kelmaraine here because he knew Alma was in Kelmaraine. So since he couldn't bring her specifically here, he brought where she was here.
Yep.
I mean, it seems like overkill, but yeah.
Well, if this is the case and he wants to die or become mortal again, I can see why.
He has lived for thousands and thousands of years. This tale that I have told you, my people have passed down again and again and again. There is always one among us that is responsible for learning the tale, and I am that person.
Just like scribbling furiously, by the way, like writing the entire thing down.
Can we swear yet?
No.
Okay.
No.
So, Nefir.
That was his wife, right?
He's out in the desert somewhere?
Some say they have seen her walking the dunes on clear nights.
I like
The
to get
undead stand no chance against her, if the stories are true.
Look at Shazzy.
What? Why are you looking at me?
She could help us.
Why are you looking at me? I'm not her.
So you want to find her? You want to find his corpse bride? That's what we're doing.
Well, we could do that.
We don't want to turn the girl over to him, right? Well, we don't, at least.
What is
Parchment at the ready.
Is it technically north, like the pyramid be? Or is that?
Ankhtepot's is to the south.
So if you look at the map we're on, so Ankhtepot's, you've been there. You were teleported there though, and it's to the far south. He's telling you.
We can swear now.
Oh, there you go.
So what's this fucking pyramid?
Which pyramid?
The one to the north.
The bent pyramid.
Yeah, that fucking one. Sorry.
And he says, there are many ruins like that scattered about Har'Akir.
So you don't know
So-
who it belongs to?
Well, he says that, give me 1 second here. He says, it is said that the bent pyramid has no entrance, and that but that it can open. The top is at a funny angle compared to the rest, and it is believed that the top can fold away, but that it would only open to a joyous song sung by all of Muhar's people.
So it could be open right now, is what you're saying.
I do not believe all of the people in Muhar are singing.
Seems like a
Not-
lot.
Necessarily
lot.
mean that though. I have a way with words, and words are one of the most powerful things you can use in stories like that. It could be a song that you all know is just sung there. You are happy that Alma's here, yes?
Very much so.
It stands to reason. Magic always has a workaround.
That is a pyramid related in any way to what we want to do. May just be
You keep cutting out, Ryan. At least for me.
well, fuck.
It might just be your mic sensitivity. He says, I think you've been given visions by Ra, though. The eagle is Ra's symbol.
Can I make like a religion check or something to see what I know about Ra?
Okay.
Or history, because I'm better at that.
No, I need religion.
Alright. 16.
Okay. So back in Katapesh, in the lands north of it, Osiria,
Like in Osiria, yeah.
yeah, there is a god there called Ray, which sounds very similar, similar in worship to Ra, an eagle.
Sugar Ray?
Sugar Ray.
Well, Smudge spent a bunch of time in Osiria, so it would make sense
Yes.
she would know.
And the people who worship Ray there believe that Ray touches many worlds. So Ratka says, we will search for a guide for you. You must keep her hidden though here.
Safe here?
The Vistani will protect you as long as you protect Alma. And he smiles at her.
It's really what you want, Alma.
She's safe with me and Gelhank.
Her chin, you notice like her chin is kind of down low, like mouth open a bit, and when you say that to her, she sort of snaps and she goes, It's all a lot to But I think I need to find that Crescent Canyon. I feel that
What are our other options? Do we have any other options?
Ratka says the only other option would be to flee, which I hope you don't do. I mean, this is perhaps how to put an end to the Pharaoh's reign. And for that, you would need to figure out a way past the walls of Ra.
Is that like the thing I walked through? The guy gave me levels of anxiety.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
steam or whatever.
But at that point, the walls weren't raised. Like that was the border, and you were walking essentially without help me out here, Affy. What's the thing called that guides you to the realms?
Talisman.
You didn't have a talisman, so you're walking blindly into what we call the mists. But now the walls are shut. Ratka says if you try to cross the walls of Ra now, you'll be incinerated. Like no one survives that.
What if I like just got real wet first?
Then you'll boil.
You might last a little longer, he says, but I think the end result, my friend, would be the same.
Yeah.
So we're stuck here.
There are children that have rebelled against Ankhtepot. The mummy Senmet. Senmet is believed to be able to control the walls for limited times.
Who's that?
We think Daddy being shady as fuck.
No, I don't think so, because you have no reason to think. I don't think you have reason to think, at least.
That depends. I mean, does Shazzy like try to hide acting outward?
I mean, she's dead, technically. So there's no, like, rapid eye movement, breathing, heart palpitations, sweating. Just sort of... Who's Senmet?
A child of Ankhtepot. One of his former priests. Somehow Senmet has managed to draw some of the Pharaoh's powers. And he has limited control over the lands.
Is she
Awesome.
a mummy?
As you ask that question, he begins to notice that Shazzy maybe looks a little pale.
Just my complexion, man. What do you want?
Have you seen Senmet?
No, I've never seen her.
Him?
Him. Definitely haven't seen a him.
He says, at that point, he's like, "It is late. I'll let you rest. There's a traveler here in town that knows her way about the wastes rather well. We will see if she knows of where the Crescent Canyon might be, but not this eve. I feel that your arrival here has not gone unnoticed."
You could
Yeah,
get
that's
us
a safe bet.
a map of
Yes.
Har'Akir.
Yes.
And
Yes, this traveler that I speak of, I believe she would have such a thing.
yeah, like if you can get a copy, like go
The
to a
pe- the people
Xerox
of Mohar-
machine or
The people of Mohar do not stray far from Mohar. There is nothing but death to the south. We stay here at the oasis.
Who is this traveler? Guide person? They have a name?
Give me a persuasion check.
Sure. 18.
What's that?
18.
13?
18.
18. He takes a moment to sort of consider you.
Do my best
And-
to like look as small and innocent as possible and do the big cat eye thing.
Give him the old Puss in Boots.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Lavinia. Her name is Lavinia.
Not familiar at all?
Any of us?
No, you
Okay.
You don't know. You don't know the name. The name lands. We will talk with her in the morning.
Greedo.
Okay. So
Lavinia
at that point, I think we'll break here for tonight. We sort of hit our time limit. And next time we'll see what Lavinia has to say. Yeah. Cool.
Sounds
I'm glad
good.
we're in the domains of dread. I'm glad we're in the domains of
Me
dread.
too.
Let's
Oh my!
let's find someone to raid, shall we?
If you like the Domains of Dread, watch my game tomorrow night on the Vectair.
That's
it's
totally true. That's totally
It's
true.
on Friday when I dump my crew there too.
We're gonna dump everyone there. Let's
Everybody go to
on and
Ravenloft.
around.
Where we going? Where we going?
Let's see here.
Greedo, you making biscuits?
Biscuits.
Like a boy.
Making a
Oh, I
biscuit?
think
Okay.
Master of Rem is on.
Oh, excellent.
I think we'll raid them. We haven't
Not
raided them
sick.
in a while.
We
So
have
go check
not.
out the Vectair this week. Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday,
Thursday.
Thursday. Wednesday, though, we're over at Cantrips and Coffee's channel as we continue their Call of Cthulhu game, which has been fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm drawing on myself in that game with sharp objects. As well, check out our sponsor, as we've mentioned before, CanadianDice.ca. Use the code ORMRD and get a 10% discount
Get a free
off
cat.
your order. I'm now going to hit... Oh, and for making it through the curse, let's give everyone a inspiration.
Oh,
Yeah.
how kind of you.
Making it through the Rick Curse Challenge. I think we should maybe change it to the... Because I think Rick's the one that drops it the most on us.
Yeah.
I think we
Okay.
only made it because you were doing a lore dump.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I'm gonna queue up this raid. Stick around for some bonus points. And we'll see you next time.
Awesome.
Bye.
Get yourself a free cat.
Thanks, everybody.
Greedo.